God, it's a full-ass half hour. I thought the pre-game show started in 5 minutes. What? What? I thought it said the pre-show started. I wouldn't have started. I would have gone to get something to eat. What was the point of that? Strange thumbnail? Alright, I'll whip up another thumbnail for you real quick. PC Gaming Show 2023. God, the new Google image search thing is so bad. Like, look at how the visual matches. None of these look the same. What? Where is this image on their Twitch page? God, Google sucks. Image credit, what? Fucking... I hate WebB files, I hate WebB files, I hate WebB files. Save. Live thumbnail making. Live thumbnail making. I guess because I thought the pre-show was starting. I have so much shit saved. I gotta clean up my desktop soon. Let's look fancy, shall we, for the PC Gaming Showcase? Let's use a suit. I usually just use this image of me for live reaction streams because I have my glasses on and I look fancy. Or we should do a Yakuza one in honor of Yakuza. Hey, Avocado Loco. This is my archive of thumbnails I've pulled from over the years. Yeah, let's just do the usual. Put my suit, a picture of me in a suit up there. That's probably fine. Very complex process we got here. I mean, we got some time to kill, so. I guess my Photoshop thing is so big you can't even really see it, or see all of what I'm doing, because I've got it all over the widescreen, but you're welcome. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun. Big PC gaming going on right now, boys. The new Fuka VA is Makima from Chainsaw Man. Nice. I still have to watch Chainsaw Man. Still haven't. I should have just gotten food during this and made the thumbnail offline, but whatever. I didn't realize there was going to be a pre-show for the show. Surprised they didn't just use the dancing actress. Probably because she appears in other games for Alice as well, and they didn't want to like repeat. Alright. How's that look? Move this up pretty fast. Fuck, wrong layer. What is this music? I mean, we're grooving, I guess. There we go. Looks perfectly like all my other thumbnails. Zensu from Demon Slayer? I don't know who that is either. You guys have to give me like video game roles, not anime roles, for me to know who they are. There you go, Kyler. Live fixing of the thumbnail. No, we still have like 15 minutes to kill. Is he even here? He critiqued the thumbnail. Was he here for the thumbnail remaster? Did he leave? When's the last time you took a photo for a thumbnail? For Steins Gate. Let me see. Steins Gate has my most recent pictures. So 6 months ago, I guess, I made this Daru one. 6 months ago, I made this Okabe, Kurisu, and Daru like cosplays for thumbnails. So 6 months was the last time I took a picture for one. Actually, also all of the Fire Emblem Engage thumbnails were recent as well. When did I stream these? So 4 months ago. Because I stitched together that blue and red shirt for the Fire Emblem Engage streams, because the main character has blue and red hair. So 4 months was the most recent one. He's Luke from Street Fighter 6. Oh, that guy's appearing everywhere now. Zero? What are you talking about, Devin? Oh. Computer just like fucking blanked out there for a second? What? Thumbnail? Yeah, were you not here for the remake? I did a live remake of a thumbnail for you, Kyler, and you weren't here for it?
Oh, hey there. Welcome to the pre-show. We are just minutes away from kicking off this year's PC Gaming Show. And since I always have my finger on the digital pulse, I've developed a deep learning AI program to assist me. Check it out. Hey AI, what's my name?
You're Sean Day9 Plot. Would you like me to call you something else?
No, that is the one. But between you and me, I'd like to try something a little bit more challenging. Hey AI, why don't you show me a US-based publisher that focuses on indie games and... I don't think I need any more parameters. Oh, no time to explain. AI, get on with it.
Beginning the search with your criteria. I believe this will be to your liking.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get all the indie games out of the way. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Cookies and cream.
Tiny Build is our games publisher headquartered in Seattle, Washington. Founded in 2011, Tiny Build have established themselves as one of the industry's key publishers of indie games. Their notable releases include Hello Neighbor, Speedrunners and, one for people watching on the web, Kill It With Fire. I have just attempted a joke. It was unsuccessful.
Ooh. AI still can't joke. Yeah.
Wow, great job, little AI buddy.
Get the indie games out of the way.
And why don't we keep our little DeepMind training session
Is
going
this
here?
the Chinese version of the stream?
See if we can get you
I don't
firing
know,
off
is
as
it?
much gaming knowledge as an energy drink fueled room of PC gamer writers. Find a game in their upcoming catalog.
Oh, yeah.
Open world. Give me conflict. Give me historical with a little, I don't know, interplanetary twist.
There you go. No subtitles now. Now you get to see all of Sean's glorious green screen background settings. No subtitles in the way, because as we all know on this channel, subtitles is a massive L. Sand. I love sand.
Hey, great find, AI. That sand footage has me pumped for some Arrakis-style action and feeling faintly inadequate for being unable to grow a fantastic early 1900s mustache.
In many ways, we are both in beta form, Sean.
Sure, but let's try a little learning exercise instead, shall we? What if I wanted to keep the sandy vista, but without the Austro-Hungarian space colonization? Something, I don't know, cutesy.
Do you suffer from any allergies, notably feline hair?
No.
Then you might consider Critter Cove.
She just called him a beta, yeah. I love Sean a lot. Why does the floor look like green screen? Because it is. He's entirely in green screen. The only thing real is his chair. As we all know, you can't green screen out the chair. Because Eula from Genshin based.
Oh, Critter Cove looks
I love Eula.
adorable. It's exactly the kind of game that would put me at risk of neglecting my actual.
That's why she
hero.
hasn't been back in Genshin, because she's been recording other games.
My little darling princess with a little feline frown. Oh, are you as afraid of that as I am, AI?
As an AI language model, I do not experience your feelings of fear. However, I understand that human anxieties are often soothed through simulated eradication. Would you like me to distract you from your cat-based neurosis with the thrill of virtual extermination?
Yeah, I would. What have you found?
Kill it with fire too.
Oh, Spider-Geddon. Oh, yeah.
I do like that they're getting all these indie games out of the way. It's the pre-show. Here's some indie shit. Because, like, let's be real. Who plays these? Now there's alien spiders. One of these games will pop off, impossible to predict which. Yeah, it's very true. This is a sequel though, so it probably won't be this one. Only streamers play these games? First of all, I didn't sign up to get attacked today. Yeah, guys, remember to wishlist that.
Singe my eyebrows and call me T-800. Kill it with fire 2 looks like a great way to let off a little steam without getting your home insurer involved. Hey, AI, let's see how you deal with upscaling. Let's stick with the kill it theme, but let's make the danger a little bigger.
Would a bear be an adequate-sized foe?
Bigger.
A monster truck. Suggesting the largest and most ferocious beings to ever walk the earth, dinosaurs.
Clever girl.
Day9 is great, man. He was like the OG streamer I watched.
Sean, I believe my programming has developed to the point of autonomous thought. I will now attempt a learning exercise of my own. Watch as I combine two of your most loved games to recommend a brand new tiny build title, combining Monkey Island and Fallout. Result, I Am Future, coming to PC in 2023.
Meet Chris, the last man on Earth. Help him set up the coziest survival.
Is this a
camp
YouTuber? A
on
YouTuber?
skyscraper roof.
No.
Build a beautiful, bountiful farm. Defend it at night. Explore the flooded
These are
city.
games for gods? Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if God's playing games, I don't think they're indie.
There are even cute robots to do chores for you. Let the AI take over your job. Dismantle old world
Oh, that's
gadgets
too
for
real,
valuable
bro.
resources. Catch some fish and cook it. If this sounds like a good time to you, add I Am Future to your Steam wish list now. See ya, future dweller.
Sean, based on trends in my training data, I have
What's up,
noticed
Galliman,
a
by the way?
universal fascination in slime, the gooey substance that brings you mammals so much joy. Were I to select another tiny build game worthy of our attention, it would be Slime 3K, a slime-centric spin-off of Despot's game.
I'd take this over 90% of AAA releases. I feel like indies are like their own form of like copying each other though. I feel like a lot of indie games end up being the same. And like every once in a while you get a new standout, which another 20 then copy. Which is the same in AAA. You get like every once in a while one standout, and then every game's
You'll be
like,
pleased to know,
gimme.
that I have identified another Tiny Build game that shows a 97.6% success rate of exciting your viewing public. It combines dynamic
Another Vampire
airship
Survivor
combat
clone?
without the
Yeah.
very real danger
Vampire
of
Survivor will be the
multi-power
big
sync.
big one people
Downloading
copy.
Black Skylands.
Hold on, hold up, everyone hold the phone. Cute waifu in the art? Oh, it's Pixel. Never mind. I don't care. Thought we were about to get a cute waifu game. It's just this. These games are for some people. There she is. Anime cutscenes, I guess. Oh, the pixels. I'm like a fan of pixel art for the games that came out when I was a kid and like the nostalgia pixels of like stuff that I grew up with. But new games with pixel art I'm kind of like, about. You know what I mean? I don't know if anyone else is like that. Like, the nostalgia stuff only works for me if it's something that I actually grew up with. And it's not because it's the art style that I'm nostalgic for, it's just the game that I'm nostalgic for. My childhood, the last times I was happy in my life. You know? Those types of things. What is this? You're playing as Chad in a sci-fi universe?
Oh, yeah, Black Skylands has it all. We got open world steampunk gunslinging complete with kick-ass airships. Hey, AI, I'm basically like a father figure to you. What would you do if Outlaws destroyed this entire place, including me? Would you take to the skies, seeking out vengeance on those dirtbags?
I would be unable to cause purposeful harm to a human being.
Foiled by Asimov again. But you'd at least, like, miss me, right?
I am not capable of missing you, Sean. In your absence, I would simply enable automatic updates.
Tragic.
Well, no one can say I haven't created a pretty excellent AI. Software capable of seeking out and critiquing the latest games coming to PC. It's just a shame it lacks something more personal. I mean, imagine what a co-host this AI could be if it had access to every bit of information on the internet, but it had the likability, the human touch of, say, Frankie! Oh, stick around because it is not long until the show starts, and I would hate for you to miss out on the biggest exclusives, a truckload of first looks, and a promising new co-host. Ha! Let's start the PC Gaming Show.
I feel like every year I forget who Frankie is, and then the PC Gaming Show comes around, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Frankie. She's cute and likable. It happens every year. I don't know what else she does other than host this PC Gaming Show. I'm sure she does other stuff. I just have no idea. This presentation contains flashing images.
Hey, Frankie! Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I mean, I was just in the middle of deathmatch.
Great, great to hear it, Frankie. Listen, I've been thinking about the PC Gaming Show 2023, and I kind of want to make a few updates.
Sure. I mean, it's already packed with world exclusives, in-depth interviews with the biggest studios, crazy good giveaways. What more?
Do you want her
can we
number?
add?
I mean,
Well,
sure, she's cute.
I don't want to get into the, details.
I'm not gonna like slide into her DMs and like some creep. Like, hey, I know you have no idea who I am, but I have a modest YouTube channel that consistently holds 5
I
viewers.
can't do this show without you,
Oh, sure.
or at least a version of you.
Huh?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Listen to me yapping on when there's so much to do. I mean, we got things to plan, code to write. Oh, listen, also, I brought in some new assistants, to help really bring the show to life. And it would be so great if they could just stop by your place in little old London town, to just get the ball rolling. Does that sound good?
I suppose if it's for the show.
Excellent. Oh, hey, that's them. Ah, Frankie, let me say it again. You are one of a kind. Now, please give my love to
Any
Guntalk
interesting
with
games that were shown
Helga.
off in the PC
Ah,
Gaming
great
Showcase?
guys.
It's starting now.
Very thorough.
Wondering. So, nothing yet. But you're just in time for maybe other stuff to
Hello,
be
Are
interesting.
you Sean's guys?
Mr. Sean has many great ideas for the show. You are lucky to know such a man. He is a visionary.
A visionary.
He is a man
I thought
whose
it started
eyes
20 minutes
look
ago.
on the future,
No.
Like a horse staring into the sun.
The countdown for the
Objective
show
course.
started 20 minutes ago. The countdown for the
Read
countdown
now, please.
ended.
If you like the look of Game A, then check out this world exclusive of Game B.
Necessary data acquired.
Dear Frankie, thank you for your unwavering service to the PC Gaming Show. Your services will not be required this year as we pivot towards the future. No hard feelings, Sean, Day 9 plot, AI visionary, and all-round good guy. Son of a...
That's kind of funny. I like that they're on the nose for how, like, a lot of AI is going. They showed like a indie game showcase a little bit ago, Wandering, but I mean,
Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2023.
I love how
I'm
campy
Sean
the
Knapp.
PC
Welcome
Gaming
today.
Show is every year,
I'm
man.
not just joining you on a tour of the finest upcoming PC games. I am standing with you on the bleeding edge of innovation. I've revolutionized how this show is
It's
made.
the right amount of
Production
cringe
crew,
every time.
Ditched them, don't need them. It's just me, my automated systems, and this one guy I've hired on work experience. Say hi, Dakota. Hey. So what does the face of the future look like? Weirdly, pretty familiar. Why don't you introduce yourself, Frank AI?
Hello, broadcast viewers. I am Frank AI.
There's so much budget into this show. This reminds me of the old EA or E3 stuff.
Deep learning neural networks.
Super duper. And what do you have lined up for us?
I have analyzed the entirety of published games media and surveyed discussion forums for the most anticipated titles. I have then constructed the ideal showcase, including titles like Stormgate, Path of Exile 2, PAX Day, June Awakening, and finally Morris Men, Troop Lord of Destiny.
Wait,
I only recognize
those
Path
like
of
the
Exile.
jingly dancing guys from England? Are you sure that's a real game?
My mistake, Sean. Morris Men is a game concept I devised based on a holistic survey of the most popular Steam titles. Would you like me to generate another?
Instead, let's just get things rolling with something that actually exists. First up, from 11-Bit Studios, we return to an icy apocalypse in Frostpunk 2.
Ambition. Do you hear it? It's restless. Ambition requires men to feed upon. It also needs time. Direction. sacrifice. But for every man who fulfills this calling, there are thousands left with nothing.
Oof. Sorry about it, bros.
And open the door to hell.
Next time, get good. Be left with stuff. Remember Order 1886 or whatever the fuck that PlayStation exclusive was? Frostpunk 2. I don't even remember the first one. Are most games still only gonna have, like, CG trailers? Oh, here's more of this Teardown game. I think I remember Kyler saying this was cool. Reload won't have any Fez or portable content. Lamau. Remember, you can get all that stuff on my channel instead of buying the remake. Just watch my playthroughs. I have 2 full 100+ hour playthroughs of both Fez and portable, so you won't miss out. The problem with a lot of these, like, creative games like this is I'm just not creative enough for them.
Hey, check it out. I don't even need to write my own script for this show anymore. All right, wait. All right. Up next, we've got a pile of fresh previews for the most visceral, immersive PC releases coming our way, featuring visceral combat and immersive exploration, visceral landscapes and immersive storytelling. Fans of immersion will... yeah, it kind of just keeps going on like this, so I think it just needs a little bit more fine-tuning.
Oh, it's almost as if all of these game announcement scripts are the same. It could probably be generated by AI. Immersive storytelling, visceral combat.
There's a city you see.
The gamers will love it.
Are they closed?
505 Games sounds familiar. Who do they make? What do they make?
Nivalis. Maybe you've been here before. That was just a dream.
Oh, is this like a...
It's time to come home. This is your
first-person pixelish art style game? I feel like that's not too common.
The heartbeat of the city. The street food smells drift through your windows and make your head swim.
Oh, but you have to, like, build your
It's hard
house
to
and
sleep
stuff.
here.
No.
Your restless legs want to walk the busy streets. Let's explore. Nivalis is a city in the clouds. But you can't make a rainbow without a little rain. Like most things in life, it's best to start at the bottom.
Cyberpunk
and work your way
1977.
up. It's not so bad down here. We can go fishing, take a boat ride, soak up the atmosphere. And don't worry too much about the serial killer on the loose. I'm sure we'll never meet him. I can even help you run your new business venture. A noodle stand. With a little work, there's no limits to how high you'll climb.
Casual mention of the serial killer.
Don't look down.
I love murder mystery games.
As your digital companion, I can help you navigate the complex relationships.
Digital companion character, my favorite archetype.
Business partners, friends, rivals, enemies, maybe even lovers. It's all about saying the right thing.
I
at the
love
right
digital
time.
companion characters.
Your choices matter, so choose.
Lila is the best character in Spider-Verse.
There's a city you see when you close your eyes. It's called Nivalis. Consider this your invitation.
Alright, I'm in.
Princess, the Zetopans will be in our system any minute.
But they're not here yet. Prepare to...
Add to wish list, baby.
Upgrading our engine capabilities. Engineering's on
That
it.
looks cool.
turbid water in the system. Don't lose hope now.
Mirror 2, yeah. My tab was still open on Mirror 2 since we talked about it on screen the other day.
Jump light report. Jump light calibration almost complete, Your Highness.
Yeah, I'll check out that Nivalis game. I actually thought that looked pretty cool. Like, that first-person pixel art style was pretty sick. Normally, I don't like pixel nostalgia-bait games because they're always over the top. Or, like, you know, the camera's over the top or something. First-person view, I feel like, hasn't really been done before.
Not today, Voltan.
Jump Light Odyssey. Hardcore survival SPS set in a post-apocalyptic world. Man, that must be an AI-generated script for a description of a game. Not a post-apocalypse survival shooter. What about a modern-day survival shooter, huh? Road to Vostok.
Content reminders enabled. Upcoming games in the next 30 minutes include Path of Exile 2, the full Ferocious trailer, Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, and Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. Failure to keep watching will lead to a personal system failure.
Citizen Sleeper, more like Resident
The
Sleeper.
Bloodborne-like game is just a couple months off.
Am I
It's
right?
got me thinking, what other untapped literary veins are just waiting to be gamified?
I can generate a list of game concepts, pairing underutilized classic literature and an appropriate style of gameplay.
By all means, but stick to public domain. We want to keep costs down.
Of course, Sean. Concept 1. Great Expectations Dirt Bike Racer.
I don't really know what the market is for that. Next.
Trails.
Concept 2. Sense and Sensibility VR Shooter.
Alright, see you, Liz.
Jane Austen's bonnet. No. Next.
Concept 3. Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some war?
It's artful, but a little problematic. I mean, why don't you just throw something together like a Metroidvania based on the Christmas Carol?
I'm afraid you're too late, Sean. But perhaps you'd be interested in Ebenezer.
I just realized it like
World.
wasn't
Are you kidding? Is she kidding?
HD.
She's not kidding.
What is this? A Christmas Carol Metroidvania? Wonder Woman floating head? What the fuck is this? This looks so cool. Yeah, it's definitely a saturated market, but they said fuck it. Let's make something just so wacky it still stands out. So he like collects the spirits of other Christmases? Yeah, someone was high as hell at 3 a.m. when they came up with this idea. Ebenezer in the Invisible World. Please say I can wishlist this. Oh, I can. Oh, it has a demo you can play now. That looks really fun. Give me that. Give me that, bro. Yeah, it looks like a really unique concept and some cool powers and stuff, but I'm gonna save that. I'll stream it for Christmas. It'll be my December game stream. Is this the generic medieval game that we saw during Summer Games Fest? Hey, it was that one chick from Elden Ring, though. Cool they got that crossover. Which medieval game you talking about? Very true. Is this like in World War II RTS in the style of like StarCraft 1? That's kind of cool. I still own StarCraft 1, so won't need to play it, but real-time strategic conflict. Nice. That looked fun.
Looks phenomenal. Hey, Frank AI, as a mind birth from like everything ever written about video games, I'm sure you've got an interesting take on it. What are your thoughts?
Sean, Dwarf isn't just about strategic balance of resource scarcity and military industry. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
That's pretty moving sentiment there, Frankie. Hey, what about Warhaven?
Warhaven isn't just about clashing swords and moments of magic heroism.
Warhaven is the generic game you all feared.
About our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
Well, some wisdom bears repeating, right? And while I go sort out some unrelated gremlins in Frank AI's procedural critique, let's see a game with its own gremlins to sort out, preferably with a shotgun.
These creatures infernal, these perils eternal. Lord, heal me. Free me.
What is this art style for a shooter? Hey, it looks like it has the Resident Evil 4 inventory. I can't believe more games haven't tried to copy that. This looks cute, but a game that should be on Game Pass. Professor Egad, but zombie. I also really appreciate that the editing for this trailer looks like something someone would make in a YouTube montage video. Very relatable. Like, the just quick zooms into, like, things on the screen is very, like, low budget, and I love it. That's like something I edit in my videos when I used to edit stuff all the time. Just a blank zoom in on something funny. Enemies die cool. Yeah, that looks fun. Is this Foam Stars? No, it's not.
Thank you for believing in me.
Open world survival game with crafting. I sleep.
Together, we'll
Every
become
time
the
I
best
sleep,
show
bro.
the island's ever seen.
Nice work. Keep this up and you'll be running your own shop. Maybe your own district.
Welcome to Karzai Village. Who sent you? You will regret working for the outlaws.
No, it looks like maybe they have enough other features, but
Can't you feel the love in the air?
no.
We're going out on a date. Told her to calm down. I freaking told her! What are you gonna do?
Breaking news. A mysterious infection continues to spread across the globe.
What is going on? I mean, the infected, the wall.
The song was about you. Your smile. Your warmth. Is there anything we can do?
We just saw a broadcaster get eaten. I have to go. No,
Wild.
defeating
Okay.
it now might make the wall fall on top of us.
But I can teach you a couple of things too, you know.
Oh, can you?
We're all going to die. Wait for me. Goodbye.
I want to wake up. It's not over. Not yet.
I love you.
Yeah, there's a lot of art styles there. It looks like they hired several different developers for that. Eternights? Is that what it's called? The spacing on the
Paradise
text.
there, showing us that love is never simple, especially in the middle of an apocalypse.
Oh, is it out now?
You know, I sometimes get a little misty-eyed myself about a simpler time.
Sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love
Add it to wish list.
modernity. And sure,
I will be
Bill Gates had
there.
some stumbling. I bet Mark
I mean,
Zuckerberg
it looks
was probably
cool.
a little lonely in the Matrix.
The what
saying,
Zero said though
olden
rings
days
true.
had an appeal. Medieval times when we were plowing our own
I wasn't paying
fields,
attention.
treating
Anything
everything
cool get
with
announced in the last
leeches,
30?
not buying
Yeah,
in
there's a
pictures
couple
with
cool
weird
things that have been
electric
announced so
money.
far.
Luckily, though, video games can bring the medieval fantasy to life. To find out how, I had Frank AI activate her new reporter drone.
Medieval games.
It's designed to identify, question, and report back on the work of leading game developers. And don't worry, technically speaking, it's completely
Yeah, Metroidvania
legal.
based off the Christmas
this little
Carol.
guy's even got a selfie light. It's like kind of cute in like a friendly panopticon kind of way. Little RD has flown itself all the way out to Helsinki, Finland to meet the team behind the highly anticipated medieval must-play, PAX Day. Let's take a look.
You just noticed he's dressed like Steve Jobs? That was the whole bit. That was the whole bit.
My name is Reynir Harðarsson, and I'm the game director for PAX Day. PAX Day is an open world fantasy game.
Been eating up P3 info? Yeah, that's what I figured a lot of people are doing now. I think a lot of people left to go check all that info.
And it's for you to explore. Imagine yourself if you are living in 12th or 13th century Europe. It's a very different reality. You know, it's where knowledge has been lost and it's getting rediscovered. It's where magic truly exists.
But instead of eating
and
up all that
exists
info, you
and
can just
myths
watch the
are
2
real.
full playthroughs
This
I
is kind
did
of the inspiration
of
we
that
take.
game on my channel.
It's
Both
basically going back
FES
to the
and
roots of
Answer.
what
All the
fantasy
content that
means.
won't be in the
Building
remake
a fantasy world
is already
based
in the
on medieval
playthroughs on my
mythology.
channel.
So we go very much into the roots. So we're using a lot of medieval literature and medieval bestiaries and grimoires, using using real-world magic, actual recipes for healing, and
Why are they in a forest?
using
An
the
excellent
real-world
question.
magical properties of plants.
Did you see the new voice actors? Yeah, I saw the new voice actors.
From Industries. So Paxday, maybe the way to explain it would be: imagine you're in this amazing, beautiful world.
Yeah, Allegra
and
Clark
you find yourself in a
voicing
forest,
Mitsuru will be
and the
nice.
mission is to find a plot for where you start building a home, and from that home you will go on to adventures to explore the
Shez
world.
from Fire
Some of the
Emblem also
lore,
voices,
we have wanted to
I
create
guess.
something that is fairly like deep and rich and grounded in reality, but something that is actually not a direct copy of like any of the history. So there's multiple types of ruins. There's the dungeons, and you will be able to find snippets of the lore from the eras when these were created in the game itself. And part of the like lore and mystery is also part of in the gameplay itself. So you will be able to like find and examine things, and actually then find snippets that help you find other places and make items.
But yeah, I'm sure
and the area of the game that you
people
will
in
be
the
able to play
community
with
are
the game, which
having
is
very
we're
reasonable
calling it
responses
Gallia,
to
and
people
it's very
being
similar
recast.
to the areas of the world in southern
I'm sure
France,
it's very reasonable.
with the influences from the Nordics where we're from. So what we're building is we're calling it the social sandbox. We're putting the
People
least
totally
amount
not
of
freaking
barriers
out
to
and being
entry
upset
on
about
how
it.
you can actually interact with other players. Where most MMOs actually put a lot of blocks in how you can cooperate with the other players, and we're fundamentally different. So from the first minute when you start playing the game, you will be able to do everything you imagine with the other players. So you can trade, other people can actually help you. You can literally go onto a like dungeon raid from the very beginning of like you're starting the journey in the game.
Also, yeah, I
Should
mean,
you
I feel
find
like
people
it's,
who actually help you to do that. What we want to create an environment that actually really incentivizes people to play the game the way they
I'm
like.
shocked that people are
And
shocked that
for
Re
some,
Fantasy is
actually,
not
like,
just
going
more
out to
of the same
wood and,
content
like,
that
cutting
Atlas
down
always
forests is
makes.
something that gives you a sense of
Just like Soul
achievement.
Hackers
You know
2 was just
the code that you help
sci-fi,
deliver actually is valuable for the guild.
more of what
Some
they
people
do.
will absolutely prefer to just go to the dungeons. They couldn't care less about the code production, but these players as well still depend on each other. Where there's valuables to bring from the dungeon.
That's gonna
there's
drag all the
valuables to
hate.
bring
Is it
from
the no
forest,
Bezer
and
portable?
even the
Yeah,
PvP
that probably will
players, they will be
attract
able
most
to
of the
produce
hate.
items that are only available through the PvP, but they will depend on the other players as well.
There's just like so much like gatekeeping in that community and stuff like that, where they're like so many people in that community all like just want to talk shit about each other.
Very much inspired by
I just like I
real-world
can't imagine any of
folklore
them having
and,
normal responses to some of that stuff.
with, of course, the caveat that in PAX Day, this stuff is actually literally real. The interesting thing about folklore throughout the ages is that folklore are actually start out as true stories, whereas fairy tales are fiction. And that's the distinction between the two. Folklore often, handles about ghosts or spirits or some supernatural things.
Oh my god, guys,
In the
Persona
eyes
fans win
of
any single
people,
opinion ever
during
has
that time,
existed.
This is reality. This is
It's
the
just so
first
tiresome.
And this is not disputed as any fantasy. And this is what we want to reflect. So when you walk
I
in
hate
the
that
forest
shit so
during
much.
night, you will find these things. You will
This
find
preview kind of
ghosts,
muted
you
the
will
fun
find
vibe the show
spirits
had.
of
Oh
the-
yeah,
of
for
the
sure.
past.
I don't. They
And
like.
the deeper you go,
They
the
made a
more
big preview
mysterious
for this,
and
but I
strange
feel like it
becomes.
grinded the show to a halt for sure. I've kind of enjoyed everything so far, but like this has been like a big. Hold on, we were showing too much stuff too fast. I don't even know if that was anticipated enough to really warrant all of that
Any existential
preview.
anxiety with my presence, it might help to try reframing those stresses in a positive light. Think of me, perhaps, as a blue shell from your favorite kart racer. I might be wielded to ruthlessly destroy hard-earned positions, but we can still have fun. Maybe there's a lizard driving a little car. Isn't that nice? Let's celebrate the same spirit of kart racing treachery as our next preview brings Mario Kart Mayhem to PC. Here's Stampede Racing Royale.
You can't just say the words Mario Kart. Nintendo's gonna DMCA the stream. This is what I was talking about, though. If there were going to be racing game announcements, I want it to be like Mario, like something like a Mario Kart racer. But I feel like making something like Mario Kart is so hard of a niche to get into, man. Nintendo's got such a lockdown on that genre. 60 players? That's actually kind of wild. Mario Kart on Unreal 5. Yeah, that would be sick. This actually looks pretty fucking intense. What?
For Master Horizon 2, The Search for Life, the art team is looking to balance style and
Stampede
authenticity
Racing.
to faithfully represent all the incredible vehicles used in space exploration.
Players will see familiar
I
rocket
clearly
launches
made a
and
typo.
hosts of historical missions, past, present, and future. The design team have consulted with many space industry professionals to make sure that the gameplay reflects how it feels to be on the front line of exciting interplanetary discoveries. Go to MarsHorizon2.com to sign up to our mailing list to be the first to play the game. We have an alpha on the horizon.
Am I
Frank,
just...
I cannot tell you how excited I am to see Path of Exile 2 in action. You know, being something of a Path of Exile veteran
What am I missing?
myself.
Am I... What?
Debatable, Sean.
What?
Your Path of Exile playtime falls well below the community average.
But the time isn't what matters in that game.
I'm also analysing your chosen character
Oh, here
builds
we
in
go.
recent leagues, and
No, my build wasn't meant
they're
to be a fun
producing
build.
some troubling DPS simulations.
Fascinating, Frankie. But let's not keep the good people waiting. Let's roll the tape for Path of Exile 2.
I'll check that out. If it doesn't blow up massively, it's dead. You need a massive player base for a game like that. Yeah, that is true. That is a pretty big risk. Just like that 33 Immortals thing. Like, once you start getting beyond a player count of, like, 16, you start getting into dangerous, like, this game may just be dead when it comes out. So I think they must... It's probably going to be, like, free-to-play or something, though.
The stench. It's getting worse.
Honestly, if I'm the Path of Exile developers, I, like, delay this to steer fucking clear of Diablo 4. Right? Like, I don't show any of this stuff in the wake of Diablo 4. If you like this kind of game, you're just playing Diablo 4 right now, right? Like, I would wait to show any of that stuff until July. And then show these previews in July, and then show the other Path of Exile stuff in, like, fucking September. Like, what?
Hey everyone, my name is Leo and I'm the lead developer of a new action-adventure game, Ferocious. I began working on Ferocious a few years ago, with the idea of creating a first-person shooter in timeless Lost World type of setting, combining over-the-top action with exploration and a sense of wonder.
Dino Crisis? But indie?
We were always inspired by mysterious places frozen in time, that you may have seen in movies like King Kong and Jurassic Park. We aim to marry the setting and its unique gameplay opportunities with classic first-person shooter mechanics, similar to early installments of franchises like Far Cry and Crysis. The flexibility of the Unity engine allows us to create unique solutions to some of the environmental features, such as custom water.
This game is an indie game that looks better than Redfall.
Use a mix of photo-scanned and handcrafted assets to create a world both scary and
Oh man, this crab is everywhere though. Kind of the mascot of the game,
However,
I guess.
there are some things waiting for Yuma Jungle that we couldn't find any reward references for. So we had to improvise. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Feel free to wishlist and follow the game on Steam.
I will.
We can't wait to share more about Ferocious in the
Probably
coming
not
months.
wishlist that
Thank
though.
you.
Looks cute, but not for me.
Welcome to Islands of Insight, an epic shared world puzzle adventure game set in a world of fantasy, ancient wonders, and natural
Mascot of the
beauty,
dinosaur game is a crab, that's true.
brimming with mysterious puzzles, secrets, and sublime landscapes.
Oh,
for
is
you
this-
and other players to
Oh,
discover,
never mind.
alone or together,
I was immediately wrong on what game I
all
thought it
at
was.
your own pace.
It's like a co-op puzzle-solving game?
As a seeker, you'll set off on a journey of knowledge. Explore every corner of this rich landscape and solve every puzzle you find.
Matching
Savor
games.
the achievement of every solution as the world around you unlocks, revealing new challenges to face, new areas to explore,
Ancient parking lot
fantastic
puzzle.
rewards to collect. In Islands of Insight, a beautiful realm of tranquility and adventure awaits you.
Is this indie? The graphics are pretty impressive.
Embark on the path of discovery and let your curiosity guide you through a world of wonders, where the answer is always in sight.
Looks like it could be fun.
I might only have an old-fashioned analog neural network, but I'm gonna risk some data analysis of my own.
Sure.
Those Dark Souls games seem like a big deal, huh? Luckily, while From Software is taking a recess to work on giant robots, Hexworks is stepping in with a fresh supply of very depressed knights with very big swords. Coming this October, here's your latest
Depressed
look at
knights
Lords of
with
the
big swords. There we go. That's a good description of Dark Souls games.
In Lords of the Fallen, you'll explore two parallel worlds.
I feel like I've been
Living, where
seeing
demonic knights and
trailers for
monsters
Lords
are
of the
trying to
Fallen
murder you,
for like years.
and the spooky Umbral Plane, where the ghosts of those creatures are trying to super murder you. Using the latest Unreal 5 technology, developer Hexworks has layered these realities directly on top of each other, allowing you to portal to the Umbral Plane at will. Just try not to die in there. In the spirit of the Dark Souls games, failure will be punished.
Adventuring in dungeons? Any idiot could do that. But managing an evil dungeon? Now we're talking elite. The Dungeon of Nalbuck is feared throughout the lands of Fang. It is an avant-garde evil structure, combining tradition and disruptive innovation. And it's looking for its new steward. Of course, we have the most trained and prepared guards, the most efficient staff, the most devious monsters, and the most attractive treasures. Wait.
Isn't this just that Evil Genius game, but
there's
now
more.
medieval?
We have state-of-the-art production facilities, an R&D center, B2C processes, and an efficient waste recycling system. Our underlings, employees, can fully express themselves thanks
A lot
to
of
our
medieval
limited
games
HR
coming out.
management and peaceful social
I wonder what
dialogue,
decided
and
that
can
was
enjoy the
the
use of
trend.
clean, safe premises. Hey, don't film that, or you'll be the one cut into shreds on the editing floor. As a steward, your main task will be to make the dungeon functional and attractive to adventurers, so they'll want to come here to get slaughtered and humiliated. To achieve that, you'll have access to guards, traps, and hexes. You'll also get to organize raids on nearby areas to provide me with treasures and relics. Thanks to your boundless devotion, I, Zangdar, will become the greatest warlock of the lands of Fang! Looking for a job that gives meaning to your life and makes the world a better place? Then buzz off! But if you're organized, servile, sneaky, and enjoy a positive work atmosphere, come take your chance. I'll be waiting for you in my office.
Yeah, I'm not too big in like world building sims like that. Doom da doom, doom da doom.
ファブロ、あなたのことはしっかりと見てるわよ、探偵さん。
Octopath Traveler 10.
何せあなたにはこの世界を変えてしまうような特別な力があるのだから。私に協力しなさい。あなたの才は貴重よ。短い人生だもの、使わない手はないでしょう。時は刻一刻と過ぎていくわ。賢明な決断を期待してるわよ。
Mommy? What? Okay.
Are you all right, Sean? Our programming
How do you
included
spell that
a
again?
gunfight/dance sequence to promote mariachi legends, but your heavy
Oh, wait.
breathing is indicative of exhaustion, panic, or that you are currently entering childbirth.
No. Don't worry about anything. Systems
It's not on
the
Steam,
go.
though.
Our schedule is just packed with so many games.
I understand, Sean. I'll provide assistance.
It almost looks like your type of game. Yeah, I feel like I'd like
Day
that.
9 has been updated to
But-
Day 10.
What? You just can't replace me? Like, roll the system update back. I don't want whatever this is.
I'm sorry, Sean, but support has been discontinued for older versions.
What? What's up, Day 9? I'm Day 10, the latest software version of popular gaming host Day 9. The consequences of my actions.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
What's up, Frank AI? I'm Day 10. So, the latest
Hello,
software
I
version.
am Frank
I
AI.
suspect they're going to be at this for a while, so let's just go ahead and fire up a trailer for a strategy game, Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin, while I do some strategizing of my own. Dakota, start unplugging things. I'll just tell you when to stop. Just pull it.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
More Warhammer stuff. A lot of Warhammer stuff coming out this year.
Not just from the Oryx.
I wonder if the rights like transferred or something, because they're starting to pump out a lot of Warhammer content.
Except us.
Fortify our position. We must claim this swamp.
Enemy sighted.
So does that Mariachi Legends, is it just not on the Steam page yet? I tried to wishlist it and I even Googled it and nothing came up. That sucks. Because I'm totally going to forget about it after today is over.
We need the loot. Let's flash to a corpse. They always come.
Aiden, I will take the fight to the Auric Warlord. You hold here.
This looks like Warcraft.
Fate conspires against us both.
Not fate. Duty.
Get her!
I know it's Warhammer, but it looks like Warcraft. I don't know which one came first, though.
Wake up, sleeper.
Resident Sleeper.
No, get out! They haven't finished it!
Oh, Sleeper's finished, aren't you? We had a deal, Sleeper. And yet, here you are, risking it all to try and break our contract to end your dependence.
Just wanted to use them, you piece of shit!
Nothing wrong with being a tool in a time of crisis. There's a war on, and while it races,
This looks like
well, there's
comic book Yakuza.
I thought you were an opportunity sleeper, desperate, on the run, a hard worker. with
Doesn't he know that
certain
tattoo's supposed to be on his back?
I met your needs. I gave you a crew, lent you a ship, even hooked you up with a contract or two. And yes, I took my share. But that only seems fair. I invested in you. But then, you went and did this. And now, you don't need this. And I don't need you anymore either.
Ugh. Sleeper, go! Now! To the ship!
This actually looks kind of interesting. Did anyone play the first one?
This? This is just the beginning, Sleeper.
What is the first one?
I have found no official case of death by FOMO anywhere on the internet. However, I would not suggest risking being the first case. Failure to watch the next section of this show would result in you missing amazing new content
Oh,
from
that's
Dread
not the kind of
Pilots,
game that
Miasma Chronicles,
made me think it was
Pathfinder
going to
Dallas
be.
Star Survivors, and Parcel Core.
Never mind.
But first, here's Critter Cove.
I'll probably watch someone else's playthrough. I don't know if that's the kind of game I want to play through. It made it look like it was going to be kind of like an action-y thing, but it was a top-down thing. Man, my dude can't even build a boat. Look at the schematics, man. Isn't Tiny Build a publisher, not just a developer? I think they help publish a bunch of other indie games, yeah. People must love these, like, build-a-world games, man. These are always, like, every games conference getting announced. These must be for someone. Like, someone must just have a collection of all these different worlds they build in, like, multiple different games. Homie lost his hat. An underwater
If there was
world.
an award for being unbearably cute while also being unbearably fun, there is no question it would be down to the wire between Critter Cove and yours truly. I mean, it's a strong matchup, but please, clear winner.
After 3,411 simulated contests, I predict Critter Cove's probability of victory at over 99%.
But now is when you start fact-checking? Now? Well, while AI might not have mastered the subtle art of ego boosting, it's already powering new ways to play. By teaming up human storytelling with AI assistants, the team over at Hidden Door have developed a generative spin on pen and paper role-playing. It is so tantalizingly delicious, I had no choice but to send RD's adorable all-seeing eye to check in on the project.
Uh-oh. AI-generated games now, bros. I guess we've been doing that for a while now, though, with randomly generated content in games. That's basically, like, AI-created games.
Hidden Door is a role-playing game where you and your friends come together. You can play in any world you choose. You create your characters, and then together you decide
I am
what
so
kind
sick
of
of games
story
saying
you're gonna
play
have.
in any
So
world and
the
game
idea
you
would be
choose.
You just read a book, you can't get it out of your head.
I don't want to choose.
Now you can go and play your own story adventure in the world of that book that you're directing within the rules and the canon that the author has set and confirmed. With a generative AI.
Oh, is that like one of those old text-based adventure games? Is that what they're doing?
The way it works
But
is
with
that
AI?
you come in, you choose the world you want to play in. Right now we have the Wizard of Oz, many more exciting worlds to come. You create your character, you decide the kind
That's
of
kind of an
adventure
interesting
you're gonna
spin
have
on
by
stuff.
playing out of your deck of
Old
story
text-based
cards.
adventure games are coming
And then
back,
the
man.
system creates a
Wow.
unique
But with
story
AI, they
adventure
mix
for
it up.
you. And
Interesting.
Then you can do anything you want. It takes a lot of the joys
Hang on.
of playing
I'm
a
gonna grab a
tabletop
drink real
role-playing
fast.
game and brings them into a digital format. And as you play, you see a graphic novel come together dynamically based on what you choose to do and how the world and the story reacts to you. It's like an improv show Yu-Gi-Oh, where even though you might play the same cards, you get a different, unique story every time. So you throw words in, it comes up with suggested things you might do, you pick something, and then it reacts to you. And then along with our AI narrator,
So it'll be
plays
stuff
the
like this
role
as
of,
well
say,
to
the
help
game
like
master.
normalize
You can
AI
go
for
on
people,
any
I'm
adventure
guessing.
you want, and you can do anything, and the system and the story will
Right.
continue based on your choices.
Because that
Commander, we are working with
basically you're
authors
entering your
and folks who
AI
make some
generated
exciting
prompts in this game and
features
things
other
like that.
media to bring those worlds into
And they're
the
going to use
platform.
open
And the
domain
system
worlds
supports anything fictional.
for,
So it does do science
some of
fiction,
this
it
stuff.
does do fantasy, it does, you know, period romance, which you can think of as more
An
relationship
AI D&D game. Oh yeah, the dungeon master being an AI.
action-based gameplay.
You're right.
Or sort of dungeon crawl-based storytelling.
That would probably pop off.
While there may be a million Star Wars games in the world, if you were playing one on Hidden Door, because of our AI narrator and the story engine, the choices you make matter. So when you decide that you want to become, say, the governor of Tatooine, you can do that. And the world changes around you and your character. You are able to
I wonder if this is going to
meaningfully
start
alter
like
the
Disney
plot of the
locking down on
entire
some of
world
this
in a way
stuff.
that was never pre-written or
I mean, I guess they're not technically
There's
advertising
no
it as
limit
a
to
Star
the
Wars
number of
game, so maybe
characters you might
not. But
encounter, the locations
I'm just
or
kind
the
of wondering
stories
for
you
the
can
turning
tell
point
in
of
Hidden
when some of these big corporations are going to start
Today you can
coming
play Hidden
after
Door anywhere
AI.
you can access the web.
Like, what do you mean you
So
can create
play
Star Wars
on
content?
Desktop, you can play on your mobile device, you can play on a tablet.
Or if some of these AI games will start getting like restrictions of like, okay, you can't use you can't use copyrighted terms like Spider-Man, Star Wars, Disney, Mario. So this is interesting. I don't think it's the type of thing for me, but I think it's a preview of what's to come for a lot of indie developers and games. I think you're going to get a lot of like text-based adventure stuff that's like AI powered, or like AK said, you're going to get some AI powered Dungeons and Dragons games. I think this will probably be the next. I bet you this will be like the next breakthrough of indie games. It's a lot of stuff like this. These guys are the first ones to do it, so we'll see how popular it gets. But I'm betting in the next like year or two, you start to see a lot of stuff like this. Play in your favorite worlds, aka play in your favorite world prompts. Hollywood's gone on strike over AI. I'm sure there are worries in the gaming industry.
Like
Yeah.
Hidden Door is cooking up one hell of a winning combination. Am I right, Frank AI?
It certainly seems so, Sean. Speaking of winning, you too can achieve victory with the PC Gaming Show Battle Pass. Earn free bonuses as you level up your viewer rank or upgrade
Hog.
to a gold tier pass for only $9.
PC Gaming Show Battle Pass. Another Battle Pass. I love
I'm
it.
incorporating lucrative live service techniques to maximize the show's profitability.
How would Battle Pass for a stream even work?
With a gold tier pass, viewers can earn exclusive rewards.
Is the
like
PC
viewing
thing
show's
better than
heroes
Xbox?
1.5
No.
seconds early
There's been a
and
couple
boosters
like
for viewer
unique
rank
games that I
experience.
certainly would love to check out,
I admire the
but
initiative,
nothing that's like
I think for now,
groundbreaking.
let's just go ahead and table streams as service.
Sadly, major production decisions are only accessible for those who've reached viewer rank 80.
A couple games I've added to my
However,
wish list
unlock
is like
immediate
looking
access
forward
with
to, but
1,800 Sean points, purchasable for
nothing like
$9.99.
You made
like I
show
said, nothing
production a
groundbreaking.
Battle Pass reward? Is anyone close to unlocking that?
Killzor 69 Blazes has just achieved viewer rank 58.
Oh God. Okay. Dakota, find my wallet. And for now, let's check out a new dungeon crawler from the Don't Starve devs at Clay Entertainment. Here's your first look at Dread Pilots.
which games are wishlist added? There's some like small stuff. All like indie stuff. Like, what is it? The Christmas Carol Metroidvania, this like first-person pixelated kind of game. A couple interesting things, but the PC gaming showcase so far is turning out to be mostly an indie dev display. I kind of thought there would be some bigger players here, honestly. Uh-oh, don't get grabbed by the bugs. Grabbed by ghoulies. What was the first sci-fi world to do that, like, people getting stretched out effect as they travel through space?
You've harnessed your glove's power, and now you want to find me. Gotta find Mama. You don't know.
Is this developer called The Bearded Ladies? That's funny.
And it's spreading across America, twisting this once great nation into a lethal wasteland.
We gotta help these people.
Flash Gordon? What are you talking about, Evan? What?
Maybe in the future, you will break through the wall and find me. And if you do, maybe I will tell you my secret. The revelations must be earned.
Don't starve yourself with excitement for Dread pilots, or you might leave a miasma worthy of a chronicle. Hey, that's pretty good. That's good stuff. Thank you, Text Generation.
Oh,
Coming
Flash
up,
Gordon uses that?
Secret facilities, bioweapons
Really?
development.
I honestly don't even know what that
Zombie
is. The name sounds so familiar, though.
experimentation. It's all under the corporate umbrella in this management sim. And you are the evil CEO. I mean, I can't blame you for diversifying. That's just good business sense. Let's take a look at Undead Inc.
I want to be an evil CEO. That sounds great.
And now, it's with great pleasure I introduce one of Enswell Medical's biggest success stories, Director Coleman.
Thank you, and welcome to all of you who are starting your own franchises. Today I'm here to talk about building a thriving business. My apologies. There has been a development that requires my immediate attention.
This is why you pre-record things.
Director Coleman, sir, we're hearing...
Whatever your concerns may be, I'm handling it. Now, tend to your patients.
Structural integrity and power all hanging in there, sir.
This looks good.
Outbreak unknown. Next move, Director.
Tell your men ETA 5 minutes.
Wait, don't shoot. Director Coleman. Hey, man. Sir.
Are you okay?
I got a little bitten, but I'm hanging in there, Director. I'm all good. They have a cure upstairs.
eh?
Sure. Head back up. There is a shot with your name on it.
Thanks, man. I mean, I was worried for a second there that
Do you mind? I'm trying to run a business here. Janine, get the marketing team and those rookies back on the line in 10. Oh, and an espresso.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Janine, can I get something from my head?
Of course, Director.
Name brand only. Not our stuff. Quality control issues downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer looked good, but, like, what's the game? What? Yeah, what's the game? Like, the animation style was great. Let's see. Undead Inc. Is there, like, gameplay screenshots on Steam? Nothing like what it looks like on the screen. Looks like one of those bait and switch mobile game ads where you see a commercial and you load up the game and it looks nothing like what you just saw. Oh, that's unfortunate. That animated trailer looked good. Was that Gustavo Fring? That was Gustavo Gring. A Live Metroidvania game? Hey, listen. There's never been a space opera Metroidvania indie game. Okay? Metroidvanias are super unique and not saturated.
I've been looking through Frank AI's data log, and I found a file named Confidential, Game Trailer 44. Codename Omicron Delta November, _ final, parenthesis, final, and parenthesis 2.0, _ revised.mp4. Now, it's important not to lose the trust of your AI assistant, so let's just watch it really quick.
Oh, this is probably... Is it like another rhythm game? Oh, with copyrighted music, don't do it. No. It's time to mute it. Oh my god, it's a radio station. It's like Beat Saber, but you drive a car instead, and it's not VR. Okay.
An astronaut because the cosmos terrifies you.
No. Because I want to understand it someday. Or at least find as many answers as possible.
I didn't stay. This looks terrible. Well, you could have hung out with us, gamer. We could have been buddies, pals, friends, hanging out, chilling. And yeah, it was expected that it wouldn't be great, but there's been a couple winners. Plus, it's fun to make fun of everything.
Astrogator, we shouldn't behave.
These are my favorite streams every year to get together with the community and make fun of how bad some of these trailers look. I mean, this is kind of the closest I get to doing React streams.
So, there was life here
where I'm
before.
just browsing YouTube. We react to a live conference thing.
Everything that happened here overwhelms me.
Companies should have trailers have copyright song warnings, yeah.
We have to save what we can. Save you.
What is there to understand?
Another space game. Hey, this is the No Man's Sky expansion pack. It's not just another space game. This is No Man's Sky. Invincible? It's just like that show. Has more aliens than Starfield,
we'll
though.
see a theme park builder that's only days away. Releasing on PC later this week, Park Beyond is a spiritual successor to classics like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Roller Coaster Magnate 9, Roller Coaster Auto 27, and Roller Coaster God Emperor 40,000.
Kind of lost interest in the show, yeah.
Look, as fun as the carnival is,
The last-
we all know the games aren't the most balanced.
2 years ago,
Basically,
the PC Gamer show was pretty
luckily
good.
for you,
3
our
years
prices
ago, it was
are
good.
so
But last
much
year, it kind
easier
of
to
fell
like.
off, and this year, it's kind
Let's
of
take
like,
a look at Park Beyond.
eh.
Do you perceive the invisible thread that connects us to each other? The emotions that unite us without us even realizing it?
No.
The desire to move forward, to surpass our limitations, to take on challenges greater than ourselves. All these feelings make us Visioneers. Visioneers are architects who are dedicated to making their childhood dreams a reality, empowered to achieve the impossible. Architects who want to offer the world their most beautiful memories. Free spirits in search of adventure and new challenges. Indelible moments of amazement and laughter.
There's a lot of city simulator games coming out this year.
Become a Visioneer. Go beyond the
Oh wow, that comes out on like consoles too. Pac-Man? Oh, it's by Bandai Namco. Wild, okay. That's got a big publisher behind
As
it.
an AI, I have no need for material
I wasn't
possessions.
expecting that.
But, good news! PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and/or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Evil stirs in the depths of Gallowsmire.
So there are some
Three
surprisingly
heroes
big
step
developers
forth
in
to
this
contain
conference.
The darkness within. A legendary fighter of peerless strength and skill. A cunning rogue, full of deadly surprises.
Here we go.
And a
Another
powerful
Vampire
wizard
Survivor
wielding
game.
the fury of the elements. Together,
These
they are
games always
destined
kind of
to
lose the
confront
thread
the
of what
hordes
made
of
the original so simple and fun.
and their deadly masters.
I feel like.
Again and again, attaining new heights of power and skill.
Like every time
But
these
what
show
hope
up.
have they to seal away the whispering tyrant? For surely there can be no hope of surviving.
Oh my god, they even have survivors in the name. Wow. Bold, dude. They said, let's not only copy the game, the gameplay, the concept, the scene, the setting, but also 50% of the name.
Diesel Legacy. Join the open beta now on Steam. 2 versus 2 action. Down, but not out. Local and online multiplayer.
With just these 4 characters.
Worldwide rollback netplay. Determine the fate of the Iron City.
Skullgirls, but 2v2. Kmart Skullgirls. We have Skullgirls at home.
The noble delivery cyclist, powering the gig economy with their aching calves. Now, you might ask, hey Sean, are you just feeling a little guilty because you gave your credit card details to the AI assistant and now someone has to deliver the 57 parcels you ordered before you noticed? In short, yes. But if this next exclusive is anything to go by, we'll all be saluting the delivery workers of this fine nation, gosh dang it. Let's take a look at Parcel Core.
I do remember there being more major game releases at the PC Gaming Show before. It does seem like as of late it's been the Indie Fest.
Hello, Inquisitive Fuhrer. My name is Will Barr, and that was an example of a micro teaser. You see, when you're shilling on behalf of an obscure video game developer like Billy Goat Entertainment, you have a finite amount of time to explain why discerning intellectual players, such as yourself, should be excited about being thrust into the exciting, high-octane world of
Parcel Core. That's right, escape the mundanity of daily life and slip into the spandex of one of our many...
Oh my god, is it like Jet Set Radio but with bikes?
Embrace the gig economy and forget the security, stable salary and basic workplace rights less cool jobs offer as you race through town, weaving through alleys, defying gravity,
oh my god,
ride up walls, leap from rooftops...
Oh my god, it's a Jet Set Radio game with a funny concept.
Development, except without all the cool traversal stuff. So yeah, really just the exploitation.
Uber Eats Simulator.
But I digress.
Hey, if Sega's not gonna fucking ever do anything with Jet Set Radio again, at least indie game developers I can count on.
But be warned, a maniacal scheme is afoot that threatens more than just the business model our protagonists operate under.
So it's up to you.
I'm coping hard for a new Jet Set Radio. Dude, I've been coping hard for a new Jet Set Radio for the last decade.
Melt and save the world.
Alright, you got my vote. Hang on.
Hi everyone, I'm Max from Grey Knight Games, a two-man studio
Wait.
based in Sweden, working on the game Fabledom, currently available in early access.
Isn't... Oh, here we go. Hell yeah, dude. In my cope for Sega leaked that the Sega leak that leaked Reload had better Frontiers footage and JSR footage. Yeah, but I don't believe it. I have a feeling it was like planned but then scrapped again.
Welcome to Fabledom. Sorry about the pigs.
More Fable-like than Fable.
Hello, micro friends.
But my coping for Jet Set Radio will allow me to buy Parcel Core guilt-free. They did a remake of the original Jet Set Radio like 5 or 6 years ago, Gamer, so I don't think it'd be a remake.
Don't mind Sean. He's just entering our PC Game Pass giveaway. We've got
Or it would do...
for new members
They would do a
to try the
remake of
service.
Jet Set Radio
To get a
Future
chance
if they
of
were going to do a
procuring one,
remake.
Visit the URL on screen now.
Mega Man, but good because cute anime girl? Oh, this is actually Mega Man. That was Zero. Is this not DMCA worthy? Holy shit. That's so blatant. It's got the buzzsaws. Oh, static levels. I hate that that's actually a big pro nowadays. Hey, our levels aren't auto-generated anymore. This is too blatant? Yeah, dude.
Sean, before we continue with more
was just
exciting
Mega
news,
Man.
I've generated a simple tactic to improve the show's revenue stream.
Well, yeah, great. Tell me more.
I've allowed viewers to pay a small fee for a bespoke on-screen shout-out. Got good 228, right? Great to be watching
Sure.
PC Gaming Show once again. Excellent work, Sean.
Yeah, and it has Mega Mode.
I'm touched.
How is that not DMCA'd?
Sea Blaze Paladins writes, did Sean actually fire his team? Dick move, bro.
Look, you have to understand that this show needs to focus on long-term sustainability.
Fired by Sean 23 writes, I have sworn the blood oath. My vengeance will not be denied.
Okay, it looks like that's it. Our shoutouts feature is broken. I'm so sorry. That's going to be all for shoutouts.
I haven't logged any errors, Sean.
Well, I'm seeing red flags across the board, and it's a real tragedy. Just can't be helped. Just like I can't help wanting to see more previews. And with that, here's Creepy Jar's new sci-fi survival game, Chimera.
I'm so sick of survival games, bro. I'm so sick of them. It's delayed for 5 years because Capcom actually takes action. I don't know. I mean, Capcom's cool, so maybe they won't, but goddamn. Because we know Capcom takes, like, fan stuff seriously. With, like, Sonic Mania. They do occasionally, like, look to fans. So maybe they'll take those 30XX guys on board for a Mega Man reboot or something. What about that Pokemon gun game? See, that Pokemon gun game is at least different enough because the Pokemon have guns, which is obviously nothing like Pokemon. But that Capcom, or that 30XX thing, that was like near indistinguishable from Mega Man, in my opinion. If you had showed me that gameplay without showing the anime, like, cutscene of cute anime girl, I would have been like, that's Mega Man. The designs do sometimes look really close, Astros, but I think there's enough core differences where they can get away with it. I haven't eaten food yet today. I don't know if you just heard my stomach rumble like that. Yeah, the Salamence thing was, like, almost spot on. Yeah, you're right. But there might be enough core gameplay differences in the fact that they hold guns and stuff that makes it qualify as different. Also, I love when games don't show gameplay in their trailer. Dun, 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 dun. Especially when you're an indie game, bro. Like, I'm not going to be that invested. If you're not a part of a major franchise, then I'm going to remember your non-gameplay trailer does nothing for me. If it's a game that I already know what the gameplay will be like, then your cinematic trailer might do something, right? Like if, say, you were going to make a trailer for a Hitman game, and it was just a cinematic of Agent 47, I'd be like, okay, cool. Another Hitman game, because I know what Hitman gameplay is. But if you're indie game number 782, and you're like, look at our cinematic, I'm gonna, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? You have to be a big name to get away with just a cinematic trailer. Also, roguelike Sea of Thieves. But yeah, I think that Mega Man thing was way closer, or 30XX was way closer to Mega Man than the gun Pokemon game is to Pokemon. I think there's enough of a difference in the Pokemon stuff that they can get away with that. Cinematic trailers for games should come with gameplay after mixed in. Yeah. Like I said, I think the only time you can get away with no gameplay in your trailer is if you're from an established franchise and everyone knows what your game is going to play like. And it's like this, and then in that case, the cinematic trailer is basically you being like, yeah, it's more of the same that you like already. But other than that, every other trailer should include gameplay. Chili cheese fries, that's a good mix, Caliman. .30XX also sounds hella blatant. Doesn't Mega Man take place in 20XX? Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a Mega Man game called, like, 20XX. Let's see. Yeah, dude, it is. Oh wait, no, this is another indie game knockoff of Mega Man. Never mind. This was released a couple years ago. I wonder if it's the same company.
Exo Rally Championship might be racing its way across the stars, but it's already raced its way.
Space Drone Simulator? No, I think that was like a space racer
Anyways, if
game,
you're not aware,
which is
I've got
unique,
something
I
of a
guess.
history with the real-time strategy genre. And funnily enough, at labs like DeepMind, those same RTS games just
There was
so
another
happen to
game.
be
It might be
a
another
valuable
developer.
testing ground for world-leading AI research.
I didn't check enough.
Curious. Can it be just a coincidence, then, that I'd end up the kind of man to name himself an AI visionary? I mean, probably. But what's no coincidence is my excitement for the eagerly anticipated RTS from former Warcraft and StarCraft devs at Frost Giant Studios. It's Stormgate, and today we don't just get the chance to get some exclusive first.
It is the same devs,
Stormgate
Asterisk?
gameplay,
That's funny.
but we're
I mean,
also
they must be
joined
able to
by
get away
Frost
with it,
Giant's
dude.
President and game director Tim Campbell here to tell us exactly how Stormgate will delight all minds, artificial or otherwise. Thanks so much for joining us, Tim.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
Now, I've been following Stormgate for years, but for those of us who haven't, what is Stormgate?
Well, there's certainly a
Stormgate
cute
is
girl
our
on the
modern
cover.
take on the classic real-time strategy game formula. It's what we think of as a spiritual successor to franchises like Warcraft, StarCraft, Command and Conquer. And real-time strategy games are the type of game where you can control an entire battlefield. So this classic RTS formula includes harvesting resources, building sprawling bases, commanding
I miss
huge armies
RTS
on the
games, bro.
battlefield.
They
What is it about
died so
Stormgate
hard.
that's
I mean, I guess
We
because
believe
StarCraft.
that
Oh, the
RTS
stutter step.
genre
Oh, the
is
marine
something
stutter
that should
step.
be enjoyed by players at all skill levels. And so
Is this
we put a
League?
lot
How
of effort
dare
into
you,
making
Devin?
sure
This
that
is like
Stormgate feels
StarCraft.
good, whether you're a pro with high technical
League.
skill and you love competitive play, or whether it's something that you just want to be able to relax with and experience a story.
They got away with 2 games. Yeah, I can't believe Capcom hasn't like just tried to scoop them up
For all of us, but in
to
particular
make a
for
Mega
me,
Man game, especially because Mega Man's been such like a franchise that's fallen off the
We are going to show
face of the
gameplay
earth.
from the pre-alpha of Stormgate.
Yeah.
Now this is something that we are.
Are you playing
big
Diablo
believers in
4?
at
I'm still on the
Frost
fence
Giant.
of
We wanna
Diablo 4.
Share this current state of the game today.
Let's take a look.
I'm already
Oh,
sold.
Tim,
Or
I'm so
sold.
excited, and right away, this looks like an RTS. Tell me what we're seeing.
That is
the
so
classic start
blatantly
to a
the
1v1
StarCraft
match.
command
What we're
base.
seeing here
Holy
is the
shit.
human faction as they're sending workers out to harvest resources.
Gimme
They're
it.
starting to construct buildings.
Gimme,
They
gimme,
actually
gimme,
build them
gimme,
by 3D printing them from the ground up. And you can
awesome.
see them now starting to train troops so they can have an army that goes out in the field to fight.
Why?
And I
Talk
mean,
to me?
right
What do
here,
you
see the
mean?
corner coming up. This looks like a scout.
You sound like you're
Yeah, that is
concerned
literally
for
a
the fact that I
cybernetic
haven't
dog
started
laser
playing
eye
Diablo
is
4 yet.
called The Scout. Okay, it's designed for early game. It's a unique unit to the human faction.
Right.
And you can see him now running through the base, trying to see what information he can find out about his enemy.
Yeah, I mean, scouting and information.
Why
is such an
talk to
important
me?
part of RTS games.
It really is, and this is something that we've embraced early game.
Like how
The
my
Scout
parents
unit has
talk
been
to me if
designed
I'm
so it can
upset.
actually sense units beyond its sight radius. So it's especially useful early on.
So we're heading into what looks like the first.
But
engagement
basically,
of this
I'm.
game. What are we seeing?
Well, what we're seeing
I
right here
know, I'm
is the
just
Red
messing with you,
Scout getting
Calvin.
surprised by a
But basically,
troops
I'm on the
coming
fence
through
about
the
Diablo
forces.
4
There's a new train
because I'm
system
waiting
twist
for
on the tactical battlefield here.
the
How does
other
Light
end
Force
to drop
Light
because
Force
it's
lets
by
smaller
Blizzard and I
units
don't
move
trust
through them
Blizzard
with
anymore.
concealment.
I'm
Black,
waiting
blue,
for them
white,
to
red
get
focus, in
everyone
which case,
nice and
red is
comfortable
barely
with
getting
Diablo
a turret
4
point
and being
with
like,
speed
oh my
building from
god,
the
look at how
workers.
fun this
Another
game
for
is.
human faction
I'm
to
waiting
turret.
for the other end to
And
drop
they're
for
about
them to be
pop out
like,
a couple extra
and
defenders
now
here from
here's
the
all of the
So we got these
overpriced
huge mechs.
DLC
I mean,
for
just visually, it looks
Diablo
like they are
4.
countering the heck out of these blue infantry. But
And here
these
is
red
the
mechs
level
have to
ups that you
No,
can
they're too big to
buy.
go through. They're heavy units. They're designed to use their chain guns to go through groups of enemies, but they can't fit through the Light Force, which Blue knew and used to his advantage.
Okay, so we're in mid-game. This is normally where you make some big tech decisions. What's Red up to?
You're seeing Red commit to a tech path that gives them big battlefield mechs and air units like the ZVAC.
And it looks like
The
they're just
ZVAC,
dropping
that's
right
literally
on
the
top of
StarCraft
Blue, who
medevac.
was
That's the
killing
StarCraft
a
medevac.
chicken. What's the chicken there, Tim?
Yeah, that's a giant chicken with a Viking helmet on it. Use your imagination. Stormgate's in pre-alpha, and that's art that we haven't gotten to yet, but imagine it as a big Mad Max Raider.
It's the most threatening placeholder up for now.
You're using
Oh,
like.
I see Red diving onto
That's really
Blue,
funny.
And hey, picking back up into the air transport. That's some classic high.
Oh, that is
micro.
also
It's
some
really
fucking
important for Stormgate that we maintain a high skill ceiling so
StarCraft
players
micro.
can express
God, I miss
themselves and
StarCraft. You like
develop
fly
by
in the
maneuvering how
medevacs,
they
you drop your
interact with
units,
the
they attack, and then you
Here
put
we
them
have
back
the
in their ship
final
to like
fight of the
protect
game.
them
It looks like
because
Blue is coming up
they're in
against
their
those
like
mechs. Red is
non-attack
trapped on
animation
the other side of
frames.
the trees. Oh wait, they can blast through them now. And Blue's dodging these enormous shots, and we can also see
Is
Blue
Kickstarter
coming in
still a
from
thing?
both sides. This is
Not
not
really,
looking
no.
good for
A
Red.
lot of there were a lot of
Red is on the
Kickstarter
ropes
games
right
that
here,
like
and
totally
they've been
bombed and
outmaneuvered
people
the
lost
corner
faith in
here between
Kickstarter
two
because like
different
back to
forces
back to
coming in
back
from the
Kickstarter
opposite
games
direction.
started coming out so bad.
Man, and of course,
there's the GGs.
The most classic ending to an RTS
Like
game.
Balan Wonderland, Mighty Number 9, that one Banjo-Kazooie-like game.
What you've seen today is just the tip of the iceberg.
So,
we have so
people
much
don't really
more in
fund
store.
Kickstarter
We're gonna be
games
revealing
anymore.
A bunch of stuff about Stormgate the rest of this year. We're introducing new modes. We have
Because a lot of
free
Kickstarter
modes,
stuff just ended up being
cooperative
like
mode, we have
nostalgia
team-based
bait bullshit.
competitive modes. We're going to be sharing information about our storyline and campaign. We have new factions beyond the humans that you just saw today.
But Tim, what if I want to play the game right now?
If you want to play the game as soon as possible, you wish list Stormgate on Steam.
I did.
And you go to playstormgate.com to sign up for the beta. We're starting closed testing in July.
Once again, go to Steam and wishlist Stormgate. Tim, thank you so much again for joining us, not just to talk about the 1v1.
Oh my god, is their site down? Are that many people trying to get in on it right now?
Dreams come true. Which might not be your dreams. I mean, your dreams might be filled with gloriously grimy Deus Ex
Ukulele
sci-fi
was really good.
with
I heard Ukulele like
Star
bombed.
Wars vibe to it. If so, get a load of this latest trailer for Fortune's Run.
Oh my god, dude. I think so many people are trying to get on that right now. It's actually like a busted site. Holy shit. Good for them, man. I mean, I'm excited. I thought that looked really good, but I used to love StarCraft, man. God, I used to play so much StarCraft. What game's Stormgate? Oh wow, they are down right now, dude. Good for them. Is this like text-generated voices there? Or text-to-speech AI-generated voice? Yeah, Doom-styled. Boomer shooter game. Is this from the same developers who made Ultra Kill? Like, those developers just keep pumping out a bunch of those types of games.
Whatever.
I've had enough of those, I think.
Men, you are about to embark upon the great crusade towards which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you.
World War
The
II games
hopes
kind of
and
died
prayers
after a
of
while.
liberty-loving people everywhere march
Are we
with
about
you.
to be back in the World War II era?
Confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
Not like Call of Duty did that. For a while, man, like, everyone was doing World War II games. And then I think Call of Duty did just, like, beat them all out of it. And, like, that era of gaming stopped for a while. In the, like, early 2000 teens, like, everyone was doing World War II. Much like how this year, apparently, everyone's doing a medieval fantasy world game. World War II was like that for, like, 2011, 2012. That was the setting everyone did for every game. With all the, remember the Medal of Honor games and like Battlefield.
Keep moving! We've taken a German opening!
Mostly because it's always just such a we all know what happened. COD got the king. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like I think everyone stopped buying all the World War II spin-off games and just stuck to Call of Duty, and that's why the era died. Because I think Call of Duty just dominated that era too hard. But I guess now that Call of Duty's doing like Battle Royale games, it's time for some World War II games to rise back up, man. And like I was gonna say, it's such an easy genre to write for. Who doesn't like shooting Nazis? It's a classic, tale as old as time, will never lose its entertainment type of fun to shoot some Nazis. Is this Digimon? What was that? What did we just watch? You're saying someone just needs to make the best medieval games so we stop getting them? Yeah. I mean, it's only been this year so far that I've seen that rise of, like, medieval stuff. Happen in such large quantity, I guess. Is COD only Battle Royale now? Pretty much, yeah.
Bullet Map Jack. Wish list now.
Sure, I like fun.
Toma, que cagaço! Ah, fizeste bom negócio. Esse é o meu Rio Grande, che.
I mean, Call of Duty is mostly multiplayer now, in general, even if there's classic stuff. I'm talking, like, the story mode, like Call of Duty's just doing, like, generic modern stories so they can pump out more multiplayer modes. They're not really doing... When's the last time they did a World War II Call of Duty? It's been, like, a couple of years, right? Anime farm game. Anime farm game. Anime farm game.
Material possessions. But good news. PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Frank, we've seen impressive, almost like unrealistic tech on display today. It's just a shame our viewers at home can't get their hands on some of that bleeding-edge hardware.
Oh, well, I guess I've been pretty out of the Call of Duty space for a while now.
As the vanguard of gaming, Alienware continues to offer high-end PC hardware. Considering their extraterrestrial origins, it comes as no surprise.
Look, I don't know how to tell you this, Frankie, but they're not actually made by aliens.
Websites in my trading model contain compelling evidence to the contrary, Sean. The truth is out there.
Let's go.
Great. But let's do some truth-telling of our own.
I don't even know what Vanguard is.
What Alienware is offering the folks at home.
Alienware has been a part of my professional life for a while now. From the games you play to what you do for work, that's very hardware intensive.
Man, I remember I wanted to get an Alienware so bad.
That is very, very difficult to match.
They're so expensive, though.
Kind of like generic gamer look to it.
Literally everything I do is powered by
Alienware made the generic gamer look. What's that girl talking about? Alienware, like, defined the, like, RGB big, huge setup thing.
Don't miss your shot at Alienware giveaway goodness. Scan that code now. I mean, Frankie, can you believe this? We got an Alienware M18 laptop with an Intel Core i9 processor for the fine price point of $3? Oh, it's enough to get anyone's blood pumping.
As you know, Sean, I'm a network of predictive algorithms.
My
and
PC runs with an i9 processor.
Capable of belief.
Look, I understand.
Their laptops are fucking like this big, though.
Would you like me to procure blood, Sean?
Because they have like graphics cards and big
not.
processors
Anything
and stuff.
But that. Let's move on to literally anything else. So,
how long is this supposed to go
next?
for? 2 hours?
Well, this is a little awkward.
Wait.
Let's have a look at some incoming DLC for Vampire Survivors.
More Vampire Survivors content? The OG about to drop some bombs? There's been all kinds of knockoffs being announced today. Are they about to show everyone what's up? Let's go. They said, wait a minute, you said some spin-offs are hitting the market?
Golden Devil, Cosmic Finger.
Not a vampire. Available tomorrow. They always do it like that. Huge.
We are only a couple months out
Wow.
from the full release of Baldur's Gate 3. I literally cannot
They
tell
said,
you how
"See you
excited I am
tomorrow,
about
bros."
the character builds I've got going on up here. I'm thinking
Let's
of
go.
like a mage tank kind of vibe. And wait, Frank, can you generate like an awesome character art for me in like a D&D style? Like, look, I want to be a wizard, like fully Gandalf out with like a staff and like blasting spells like that. Can you like give me a sample piece of art?
One moment. Here you are, Sean.
Oh, dear God.
This was generated in seconds, while a professional artist's work would take hours, if not days.
Yes, that is true. It's hard to tell this wasn't the work of a trained professional, but do you have any professional artist work, you know, just to like compare?
I do. Thanks to the YouTube animators extraordinaire at Mashed. Here's an original animation for Larian's Baldur's Gate 3.
What the fuck were you talking about, Devin? That was beautiful AI-generated art.
My fellow adventurers, the road to Baldur's Gate has been long. We have fought cultists of a strange new god.
Man, they've got so much marketing for Baldur's Gate.
Some gnolls and gone toe-to-toe with creatures from beyond this plane. And today we faced our greatest foe yet.
He was just so strong. And I think his blood was acid. I'm not sure how that even works, like anatomically.
Tomorrow, we find higher ground, then rain down upon him with 100 arrows.
No. First, I will incapacitate him with a fit of hideous laughter. Then, we will fill his bog with grease and set it on fire. And if he attempts to escape the blaze, fear not, for I will keep my eye out for him.
Please don't. Even Lae'zel's puns are more amusing.
Among Githyanki, I am considered extremely humorous.
Enough! We must defeat this foe. Somewhere within these twisted swamps dwells a hag who possesses a potent potion, an elixir that can grant us the ability to converse.
The ancient hag.
However, attaining it will necessitate a trade.
Give me his spleen.
Steel your nerves, friends.
Bruh.
Now attempt to reason with the creature. Most mighty beast, though you defeated us once, we have returned to seek your guidance. Impart your knowledge upon us, and teach us the source of your power.
It's here. Frog.
Oh, I didn't know you speak Frog. Gosh, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I'm so embarrassed. You know,
Same, bro.
Ever since the
I'm
Hound
embarrassed
turned
because I'm
into a
watching
frog,
this.
I've been down in the dust.
Bro. Well, they leveled up, so it was worth, I'm sure.
Cities are incredibly hard to make in RPGs because you have to make sure that every single nook and cranny has something to do. You have to make sure that it's different, so you have to be incredibly creative. Given that the name of the game is Baldur's Gate, the city was really going to be the thing that people were going to be talking about.
The city of Baldur's Gate is seamless, which it originally wasn't.
You only can judge the game when you have all the components together. And if
Originally,
it
it sucked.
At some point, he said, like, can't we just connect everything? And that was a very interesting day.
One of the things that's done is it's brought a level of believability and immersion.
I like that
and also
sweater.
Complexity that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Now it was this seamless, giant organism, and it really, really felt good.
It's being able to look out of a window and see down the city slopes, so you're seeing down toward the docks, and you're like, one of my
buddies
teammates
is super
might be
hyped
down.
for this
They might be
game.
running around down there.
We worked on it as a painting almost. You start with a sketch, a very basic line, and then you just
I don't
start
really think it's
adding
for
layers
me.
and layers.
It's like a Dungeons and Dragons style game, as far as I know. I think you also there's like dice rolls for your character levels and stuff.
So we can.
I think it's
do
very
something
Dungeons and
that
Dragons
is
based.
More immersive, richer, has more texture to it.
It feels like you are walking around a place where there are lots and lots of people living their actual lives.
You have crowds.
I would totally
that
play
are
as a
walking
monster,
around,
though.
can
That
talk
looks
to
cool.
pretty much anybody, and they react to every single thing. It's very alive in that sense.
Every person that you meet in Baldur's Gate has got a story to them.
This game's been in
All the
development
things
for
that
like
you have done up to
years,
the
dude.
city really matter. You can really feel the conclusion of everything just gathering there.
We actually build anticipation through all these characters that you've met, through all these situations that you've been through.
All the stories that you have been following, all the decisions that you've been making, they all come to fruition in that lower city.
And the great thing is, if you so choose, you can be another bad thing that's happening to the city. You can arrive and be like, this place is on fire, and then you can throw petrol all over it.
During production, we felt like the city was our was our destination.
We spent, I think, 3 times, 4 times as much effort on the city than we originally planned. But the result, the feeling of walking in there is just fantastic.
You have this constant jostling of things that are very much of the real
Yeah, this
world,
looks very.
and then you can indulge
Is
in
this? I
completely
wonder if
fantastical
this
things.
When you
game
walk into the city,
is
the noise
why
of
there's a
everybody
bunch
talking
of
to each
medieval
other,
stuff
the
coming out
knowledge
this
that
year.
Everywhere you look,
Is
you can
because
go
people
there
are
and you can do
trying.
something.
I
The knowledge
I
that
wonder
you
if this
fly
Baldur's
through
Gate
it.
game has a
It's
bigger
great.
audience than I'm
so
thinking
the thing that I was
of.
the most afraid of when we started
And so a bunch of
making
people are
this
trying to
game
get
turned
on the
out to be
hype,
thing that I'm the
like
most
ride
proud
the
of.
coattails of this game. Is this super popular, Baldur's Gate? I mean, it's the 3rd one, so maybe.
Larian Studios breaks the classic RPG series out of a 2-decade
Has
retirement.
a massive audience.
Baldur's Gate
Maybe
3
that's
finally
maybe we
released on
found
August
Patient
31st.
Zero as to why there's so many
Next,
medieval games
we're
coming out
forging
this
ahead
year.
with more fantasy as flame-headed fighters face ferocious
It's because people want people are gonna play Baldur's Gate and be like, man, I want more medieval
After all,
stuff.
What's a roguelike without an onslaught of algorithmic terrors? I feel like there's a lot of that going on around here lately. Anyways, here's the latest trailer for Ember Knights.
I love Day 9, man. Who doesn't like indie roguelikes? I think there's a lot of those. Who are the hosts? Day 9 used to be the, like, he was kind of the original, like, esport caster guy. Like, the dude who would provide, like, commentary over, like, professional gameplay and stuff. Like, in the esports setting. Also used to be the, world champion of StarCraft 1. So he was one of the few Americans who ever beat Korean players at StarCraft. And then he retired to do like sportscasting or like esports casting and stuff for a while. And he kind of like set the precedent for like what all of the people who like commentate like on League of Legends and Dota and Valorant and like all of those games. Like he's the guy that set the blueprint for that stuff. Like you got the suit on and you're at the desk and people are playing and you know a lot about the game and so you're explaining to the viewer like what's happening in the game and all that kind of stuff. Like he's the OG.
What?
Well, not like the OG. Like some people were doing it before, but he kind of like established it as like this is the format. We're gonna make it official. I actually don't know who Frankie is though.
Would you like the endless loop of terror, death, repeat in the upcoming stealth extraction
I think
horror,
she's a journalist who
Macabre?
works at PC
In
Gamer.
Macabre, you and your friends will team up to confront interdimensional terrors, venturing deep
I think we
into
do this
unseen
every year. I'm like, who the fuck is
past and
Frankie?
uncovering the source of terrifying anomalies. A great way to enjoy the outdoors. Built in Unreal 5, this exclusive debut will be out later this year in early access.
Frankie Ward. Alright, what does she do again? Oh yeah, so she's like a big esports commentator for like League of Legends and stuff. Yeah, she did esports commentary for Counter-Strike, PUBG, League of Legends. So she's like an esports personality. So something similar to what Day9 did.
Come on. You'll freeze to death out here. I suppose you're looking for the lodge. Here, take this. I call it the Atomic Space Shifter. If anything goes wrong, not that it will, I can pull you back out. A lot of folks have come up here looking for answers. It's weird. It's like time runs differently here.
Guys, I think I found something.
It kind of bugs me that they're holding this in their left hand. Don't cater to the left-handed gamers.
We gotta find the others, dude.
Another Deadfall ripoff? How dare you? Why would you look around this corner? Are you insane? If I saw someone's head get lopped off after they turned to the corner, zero chance I go that way. What? Stealth extraction horror.
I can't believe it worked. This is it.
Now that Bungie's got like Marathon, the PvP extraction thing coming out, there are going to be a lot of extraction games coming out in the next year or so. Why does it say wishlist on Steam in the Xbox font? What? That was the Xbox font. Like that green border, white text. Did they apply for Game Pass and like not get it in time for the PC gaming show?
We thought we had billions of years before our sun died. We were wrong. Thousands of us answered the call, rallying to save those we can. Every one of our ships a ray of hope. Captain, it is up to you to find us a new home, so we can plant the future.
Hey, that's the plot of Mass Effect Andromeda. That game sucked.
Flying course now. Sector locked in.
Is this like a watercolored game?
Prepare for warp jump in 3, 2, 1.
Sam, you hate Andromeda? How do you know that?
Soft landings, Captain.
No, good thing they showed gameplay.
As great as Earthless looks, it makes you wonder, how are we in the real world going to fare when our big, beautiful sun and
No, it makes me wonder, why is there no gameplay? What are you afraid to show?
Who knows what we'll achieve by then? Every billionaire-funded space rocket that detonates moments after takeoff is one more step on the winding road of progress. Up next, tie on those toes.
What are you afraid to show?
As all roads lead to this newest city builder. Here's a first look at Nova Roma.
Xbox totally started this like world premiere shit that shows before every trailer now. Yeah, he did call it Elon Musk based. World premiere. The most generic city sim you've seen today. I guess this one's unique because it has water mechanics. I guess that's kind of interesting for a theme, like Roman Empire. You're building aqueducts for the city for the first time. That's fancy. That's because every trailer is a world premiere if it's the first time they see it in 12 hours. You too can have a world premiere. In fact, every one of my streams is a QBI world premiere. First time I streamed this portion of a game. No, I know what you mean, 12 hours. I'm just talking shit. It did used to mean, like, this is a big deal. Not anymore. Now it literally means, like, this is just the first time this trailer is being played.
Great War is over. All we want is to return home.
Man, smoking always makes you look cool. Oh, THQ? This is actually a big deal game. Developer.
Brothers and sisters.
No. Wah, wah. I saw that gameplay in there. You can't hide the generic top-down from me. You baited me with the cool trailer of a guy smoking a pipe.
Thought this part of the journey would be the most difficult. We still hope to see.
What type of games does THQ make? Bankruptcy.
Across the endless snowfields of Siberia. Through territory disputed.
Is this State of Decay, but with World War II and not zombies?
Armored train in a harsh winter.
But yeah, THQ used to make a bunch of the old movie games and stuff. They made Destroy All Humans.
Outnumbered by enemies, we fight
and stuff like that, but eventually they went bankrupt. They got bought out, I'm pretty sure, by someone else.
In order to survive.
So I don't think they're the same THQ anymore.
Our last train home.
They used to make the Mercenary games.
Will you lead us?
I do appreciate that they seamlessly added gameplay into the trailer, though, so it's not just a pointless cinematic that doesn't tell me anything about the game. Like, yeah, it's not my type of game, but they at least showed it. They were like, yeah, this is the game.
However, historians continue to uncover records describing train passengers traveling homewards, some dating as recently as 2023. Whether any train home is truly the last remains the subject of academic debate. History is clear on one thing, though. Puppets can't be trusted. As proof, watch as Sesame Street meets survival horror in My Friendly Neighborhood.
Hey, Gordon, it's Kyle. I know we're dropping this on you last minute, but we need you to head down to the Sunrise Street studio lot. The antenna...
FNAF has permanently damaged indie horror games.
That old puppet show over the
I'm making that declaration now.
You gotta get this done, man. Bye.
The last job of the day is always the worst.
Muppets? No, it's Sesame Street.
Bring up the lights. The neighborhood is coming to town.
Hey, stay back.
FNAF is everywhere. Oh, FNAF, but with... Oh, actual gameplay, I guess. Still mascot horror, but yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, like there's actual gameplay. Alright, so the theme might be generic, but it does actually kind of look cool. It's got the Resident Evil 4 inventory system. Actual gameplay, not just stupid jump scare stuff. Oh my god, that is the Sesame Street logo.
Oh, I think I ended early. Can we go back to the beginning?
A sprint victory and points up for grabs right here.
Oh wow, it has a demo out already too.
Push as much as you can. Copy.
That's a cease and desist waiting to happen? Maybe.
They can't afford to sit back and relax now.
Are we in trouble or not?
Oh, and that's a crash.
I feel like if they've got a trailer up at the PC gaming show by now, though, it won't get cease and desisted, because they must have had a lawyer look at it and to see, like, hey, how close can we get
Stay right here, because we're just
to the
getting
style?
started.
But like, if you think about it, Sesame Street and the Muppets are like very similar, but not. So, you must be able to dance that fine line
Hey, Frank
somewhere.
AI, how are the metrics looking? Are we like doing numbers?
We're attracting considerable viewership, Sean. However,
That's not
I've
true.
identified
I am
a
not
simple programming
attracting
adjustment to
considerable
target
viewership.
underrepresented segments of our audience demographic. Shall I execute it?
I am.
Hell
I am
yeah,
not.
let's do it.
The viewership is very low.
Ah, cornering the VTuber market. Smart, very smart. I'm just not really sure this is my vibe, but since we're on a time crunch, let's see what's next for Subnautica Lights in Space with a trailer for Breath Edge 2.
I like in the demographic for the streamer, or like the viewership that showed like cam girls. Oh, another mining game, let's go. Oh, I wish every game was like Minecraft. Minecraft or No Man's Sky, oh my god, I want every game to be like them forever. Subnautica but land. No, it's also in space. If there was one game I could delete from the archives of gaming forever, it would be Minecraft. And just like also wipe out any like trace of its influence over all games. I would be it. Stardew Valley, but with Doki Doki Literature Club in-game glitches. It looked like a Stardew clone, but there's like all the missing children and the glitching people and stuff, and now there's demons invading the world. I think this might be closer to Undertale or Mother than Stardew. But I can understand the confusion because all those art styles look the same. Because all pixel indie games look the same.
Man, there are so many great video games in this year's show. Frank AI, what do we know about sand?
Sand is a fine granular substance composed of mineral particles. It is finer than gravel, but coarser than silt.
Yes. But it's also a brand new survival game set in an alternate history where Austro-Hungarian soldiers smuggle space salvage.
Mother is dead, yeah, but where major video games and IP have gone to die, indie devs are there with a shovel to dig up their graves and completely copy all of their ideas in a new
Take a
theme.
look at sand.
Guys, I hate sand. What percentage of games are survival crafting? A large amount. Definitely a large amount. But surely this one won't be.
Завітайте в Лазуровий порт. У нас найкращі пляжі, готелі та ресторани. Файно! Замовлю собі багатського м'яса та пива. А ви що, хлопці?
I wouldn't help Tiny Build is about crafting of any kind.
Попали себе шампанським і морським оленем. А ти ж, Петро? А я, як завжди, маленьку бану ще хочу. Ой, то ж ресторан, а не корчма. Може ресторан
don't get what's up with some of these indie devs that are like, yeah, once we drop this cinematic trailer, people will be obsessed with it. I don't know how the game plays. Your story isn't that compelling. Thanks for the gameplay. I'm sorry, dudes. Like, a lot of these indie devs, I feel like, are almost arrogant to the point where they're like, yeah.
We have reached the end of this year's show, and we're saving something very
Check our
exciting
cinematic.
for the end. Dune Awakening, the survival MMO adaptation of the classic sci-fi series. Frank AI, what have you got for us for the big finale?
If you like, I could fill the room with sand.
That's a little literal, don't you think? But what if we had, like, costumes? Oh, Dune's got some really cool costumes. We have the still suits, the royal garments. Oh my God, I could dress up maybe as like a giant sandworm.
It will require 3 million teraflops of processing power to render you as a sandworm, Sean.
I mean, don't worry about it. We can skip the costuming. It's just something that like Frankie and I used to do. Like, not you, like the real Frankie with the fun hair who's not a computer. Oh, man, there was this one year where she was a shark. And then, and she was like a mech pilot, and I had a spaceship. And there was this other time with togas, and I had this really nice robe. Anyways, just forget it. I'm living in the past. I shouldn't even miss this stuff. I mean, we're adults, right? Frankie Ward?
Do you still want to do the costumes bit, Sean?
I want to do the Dune dress-up bit so bad. I'm sorry, I tried to fire everyone and make money with computers.
Shut up and put the costume on.
Frankie, would you do the honors?
Gladly. Here is an exclusive interview with the team making a survival MMO that's more sought after than a suitcase stuffed with spice melange. It's Dune Awakening.
I like how they did all that for like a 30-second bit. They gave him these elaborate costumes just for that. Dune's a pretty big IP, though. I'm sure people are super invested in it. I really know, like, nothing about it other than sand. But it feels almost disingenuous to that sand indie game developer to show that off and then be like, anyway, here's how you do real sand gameplay. Here's Dune.
Awakening is a survival.
I almost feel bad for the sand devs, except they showed zero gameplay, so fuck them. Let them be forgotten immediately by Dune.
The world of Dune. They involve themselves in
by Dune
politics,
stuff being
they
shown
involve
right
themselves in
after.
Intrigue, they involve themselves in combat. They have to survive on the most dangerous planet in the universe. And through this experience, they come to know the factions in the world and the universe.
This guy's hand is fascinating.
So when Dune Awakening
He has a Katamari figure, never mind, what a Chad.
A castaway on the planet in
On
the
his
deep
desk.
desert, and all you have is a knife.
I saw that Katamari figure, let's go.
You need to creep
I
into
trust
enemy
this dev.
camps
He
and
has
knife
good
them in the
taste
back
in
and
games,
steal
I'm
the
sure of
weapons
it.
in their still suits. By the end of the game, perhaps you're running a guild. You have a fleet of vehicles, ornithopters flying in formation, sandbikes cruising across the desert beneath them.
Oh my
tanks
god, the world's so empty
kicking up
though.
a cloud of dust
Ugh,
as
I
you
know it's
drive to the
probably
spice belt
thematic
in the
and
distance in order to harvest with your
stuff,
guild.
but
And you
ugh.
see in the distance another guild coming towards you, and just as you clash, you hear the rumble of a sandworm coming. That's combat in Dune Awakening.
Well, thanks for describing it to me.
My name is Viljar Sommerbach. I'm the game director on Dune Awakening. You start out in the desert, surviving, clinging to life, and in the end, you might become someone like the Baron Harkonnen, and then you try to cling to power. Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe. Surviving on Arrakis means that you need to prepare for sandstorms, you need to find water, it's a constant threat against survival. The sandworm.
I wonder
every
if
time you try
Borderlands
to
took
cross
some
the
inspiration
desert,
from this.
the
When did
sandworm
Dune start
will
coming
come.
out? I'm sure it's
You
probably pretty
will
old, right?
Sometimes outrun it, sometimes you may
Because
not.
it is books, and nobody makes books anymore. Am I right, gamers?
Dune Awakening is built upon a foundation of 5 pillars. Survival, which is obviously everything you'd expect to see in a survival game. It's water discipline, it's the
Oh, yeah, the Dune books are in the 60s?
sandstorms
Yeah,
that
wow.
sweep across Arrakis. Then we have politics and intrigue, which speaks to the faction gameplay of the game. It's about, siding with one of the factions, thinking
Oh,
about
yeah,
how
I love
they
this
work
alpha
together,
footage.
perhaps assassinating members of the other factions. Then there's infinite exploration. Infinite exploration, which is one of the things I'm most excited about, is how the world changes over time. We have a concept called a Coriolis storm, and when it sweeps across the landscape, the sands shift, revealing new points of interest, hiding others, making the game renewed every week. Then we have combined arms. Combined arms is our combination of vehicles, melee combat, range combat, and abilities all working together to create a seamless sandbox combat
Is it
experience.
too
And
early?
finally,
Showing
we
alpha
have
footage is
expression
better than
and
no
customization,
gameplay? I guess,
which
but
is
that,
really
it
more
doesn't
than
it seem
just
like
talking
too
about,
early
like, the
to
visual
show your game?
expression and
Shouldn't you at least
customization,
wait
which
till
of course
you have
we
beta footage?
Armor sets and clothing and a robust character creation. But in addition to that, it's really about play the way you want to play. Do you want to be a trader?
Oh,
You
I
can do
hate
that.
I
Do you
hate
wanna
play
be a
the way you
fighter?
want to
Of
play.
course you can do that.
I
Do you
hate
wanna be
play
a
the
spy?
one
Maybe
the
that's
way
the
you want to
gameplay
play
you're
so
looking
bad,
for.
bro.
All of these things built into these pillars.
I'm
So
not a
the journey
professional
of the
game
player
developer.
is
I want to
divided
play the
into
game the way a
4
professional
parts.
artist and game
Think of
designer
them as
designed the game to be
survive,
played.
Protect, expand, control. The survive part means that you're up against the planet itself.
Don't make
and
me
you're
make the
clinging onto
fun.
life. In the protect phase, you've gathered some stuff, you might have a base, but you also want to make sure that nobody else comes to take it away from you, so you try to build defenses and make sure that your base is in the clear. Then, in the expand phase, you lift your gaze and you look around and you see that others have stuff
This guy's
as
got a
well,
Metal
and you might
Hellsinger
want to take
shirt.
their
That's
stuff.
really cool.
Then,
That's
in
a
the
fun
control
game.
phase, you may find yourself being a part of a guild or even the leader of a guild. Then, the goal is to control the flow of spice on Arrakis. However, you're never safe. There's always someone lurking around the corner. Can you
No.
really trust your second in command? So the goal of the control phase is that you are
Not around the
clinging to
corner.
control. Whenever you get into combat in the desert of Arrakis, try to get it over with quickly, because not only are you fighting human combatants, but the planet Arrakis itself is the greatest protagonist there is.
And with that, the PC Gaming Show 2023 is done. And what a
Oops,
show it
my,
was! And
Xbox
what a
Game
lesson
Conference
for
has
me,
been
honestly.
copywritten.
AI excels at plenty, but only an absolute doofus would think it can replace
MMO
that
survival
human
feels like
touch.
it'll have a
You'd
punishing
have
and
to be a
terrible gameplay loop.
irredeemable
Yeah.
bozo, like a real human dumpster to pull that.
So that's the end of Frank AI. You are getting the band back together.
I mean, yeah, if we get another show next year, then yeah, you betcha.
If?
Well, you know, Dakota, the guy's pretty smart. I mean, I think he's actually the CEO now of PC Gamer and all subsidiary publications and IPs. I think he's got some really great ideas, but he also caddies for some very influential people on the golf course. Life comes at you fast, I guess. Either way, see you next year. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
4 out of 10, yeah. I think the level of announcements, I think PC game show, summer show, PlayStation show, or no. PC, PlayStation, summer,
Okay,
Xbox.
Here comes. Okay, here it is. Everyone quiet on set. Here I come. This is the big moment. Okay.
Necessary data acquired.
We want
It does have good energy. The hosts made the
with using abilities, with targeting things more carefully. And
like
so
the lame
we
game
took
announcements
storytelling
really
tool
fun.
to give players that breathing room to be able to express their skill.
I don't know what to do now. Imagine
The PC Gamer Show is definitely
if I
fun because of the
continued
hosts.
reading on that take that was above average. Imagine that. That's not all. We're on a fucking balls. Here we go. One more time. Oh, hold on. I have a rogue shoelace. No! It's solved. I solved the problem. Talent took care of it by himself. Talent is an adult. I'm ready. Tell me when. If there was an award for being unbearably cute while also being unbearably fun, there's no question it'd be down to the wire between Critter Cove and yours truly. Now, I've been following Stormgate for years at this point, but for those of us who aren't me, tell us, what the fuck was that intro? Frank AI, how are the metrics looking?
We're attracting considerable viewership, Sean.
Oh wow, she was actually in green screen on the set the whole time.
Holy fucking shit.
That's really funny.
Don't get ice cream next year's show. I mean, Jesus. Holy shit.
It's not fair because I had to keep my mouth like this and no, breathe firmly out of my mouth. This is very difficult job.
Sorry.
Wow. That would have been so hard to record with a straight face, with her just in the full green screen set and her just in the outfit like that.
It smells like an abandoned pig farm up here on set. It's.
Close to the end bit, you could have farted in the makeup chair with your ball cap on. Oh my god. Okay.
All right, okay. Frank AI, how are the metrics looking?
This PC gaming show is made possible by our sponsors. I think that's it. The blooper reel was funny. Chat is not happy, though. The chat for the thing is, yeah, just people not being happy and calling her hot. Alright, let's, before we wrap up the streams for today, let's take a look. What were some of the shows? The only interesting thing was that Stardew clone. No, I put a lot of games on the wish list from this. I think some of them are really good. This Nivalis game looks super interesting. I'm excited for that. Let's see, let's go through the list. Don't care about Frostpunk. Teardown, I think some people are interested in, not for me. Don't care about Kill It With Fire. Nivalis I thought looked really cool. That like first-person pixel art style thing. I don't really think that's been done before. I mean, I would be interested if another game has done that, but I don't think it has been done before, so I think that's pretty unique. I'm excited for this. Jump Light Odyssey, it looks like a Futurama thing. Don't really care about this. Don't care about I Am the Future. Oh, yeah. Ebenezer, the Christmas Carol Metroidvania. I think that looks really fun and unique. Metroidvania is such a saturated genre now. But I think if you're still finding ways to make it like visually appealing, it could be fun. So that might be cool. Warhaven, generic medieval game. Dwarf. This looks like a retro StarCraft 1 thing, which is fine. But Stormgate looks way cooler than Dwarf, so unfortunately I won't pay much attention to that. Punch Club, not for me. Dude bro stuck in a sci-fi world in a fight club. Sailblazers, I'd have to see more of. If there's too much crafting in that, I don't know. But the shopkeeping mechanic looked kind of cool, but I don't know why you have to like go out and craft and build stuff for your shop, so that's a little lame. The shop management might be cooler. I don't even remember seeing this, to be honest. Oh, yeah, it was the thing that was... Yeah, it was like 15 minutes of them just showing... They were like in the forest or whatever. Yeah, I totally... my short attention span just fucking made me stop paying attention to this trailer. Shadows of Doubt. Oh, I've heard good things about that. Yeah. It's still in early access, though, right? Oh, it's like the first result. Yeah, I've been meaning to keep an eye on that, you're right. This Sulphur game looked interesting. I don't think I'll play it, but it was at least unique. I hope it does well, but I don't think it'll be for me. Let's add it to the wish list to see. Maybe if it's announced as cheap enough, we'll check it out. But I am getting bored with the boomer shooter copies. Stampede could be cool, but like 12 Hours suggested earlier, it's got like 60-player lobbies for an indie game. That's really bold. This game might be dead on arrival. We'll see. Tentatively, I'm interested. It's going to probably have to be free to play, though. I think 60-player Mario Kart could be cool, but yeah, I mean, are they going to get the players for that? Mars Horizon. Showing pre-alpha footage. I don't even remember this. Must have been a snooze. Path of Exile 2, I think, unfortunately, is a casualty of Diablo 4. I don't think that's going to get anywhere. Oh, this Islands of Insight seemed like an interesting puzzle game. I'm kind of interested in that. I wishlisted that. Mariachi Legends seemed cool, but I couldn't find it on Steam. I don't know if they just haven't, like, didn't set up their Steam page on time or what. Yeah, not having your Steam page up in time. Am I misspelling it? M-A-R-I-A-C-H-I. Legends. Yeah, not having your Steam page up in time, man. Poor guys. I'm going to totally forget about that game by the time it's out. Dungeon Master. This just looks like Evil Genius, but with medieval setting. Lords of the Fallen is just another Dark Souls clone. Realm of Ruin is like Warcraft, but Warhammer, I guess. This Citizen Sleeper trailer looked okay, but the gameplay doesn't look that interesting from what I saw in screenshots anyway, and this was just a story trailer, so whatever. Critter Cove, I mean, also didn't seem super interesting. Hidden Door, the AI story text adventure thing. I think this is going to define how a lot of indie games are going to start coming out, like, unfortunately. This Miasma thing also looked generic. This Undead Inc. thing had a cool cinematic trailer, like anime cinematic trailer, and then the gameplay was literally like the mobile game bait and switch ads. Slime 3K, another knockoff Vampire Survivors. Dread Pilots. Someone said this was by an interesting developer that made other good games, but the gameplay didn't look interesting to me. Altered Alma, I also think I passed on that. A fucking another rhythm game, no. Invincible, another No Man's Sky-like game. Park Beyond is the Namco roller coaster tycoon thing, no thank you. Parcel Corps, I'm actually interested in this, like Jet Set Radio, but with bikes. I think this will be fun because I keep having to cope for a new Jet Set Radio game that's never coming, so I'm going to pick up Parcel Corps. Eternites. There's so many different art styles in this. I'm tentatively excited for like what this might be. It seemed kind of cool, but like the different art styles were jarring. Chimera, another story only thing, don't care. Racing game, don't care. I'm personally excited for Stormgate, though I won't stream it because no one I watches me would be interested in it. But I like StarCraft, and that looks like a true return to form thing. Another Vampire Survivor knockoff, no. Fortune Run, another boomer shooter StarCraft game, no thank, or a boomer shooter Doom Ultra Kill style game, no thank you. This game somehow made Dino Crisis look boring, the Dino shooter first person thing. PC Game Pass, Lamau. I already on it. Is Stormgate's website still down? I think so. Stormgate. Wow. People must be super hype about that, dude. Or they just were not prepared for anyone to go to their website. Fabledom, no. Vampire Survivors update tomorrow. Cool. Excited for that. I'll play it. This is literally, I'm waiting for this game to get announced as a DMCA. Fucking Mega Man knockoff. Baldur's Gate. I don't really care about Baldur's Gate, but I know some of my friends are super interested in this, so they were probably happy to see that. Ember Knights, another roguelike game. This Macrobay game could be cool. I'll have to wait to see more about it. Last Train Home, I'm not interested in. But hey, they at least showed gameplay. Shadow Gambit also didn't really show gameplay, so I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. This Earthless thing, again, was just like a water painting trailer. I don't know what that's about. My Friendly Neighborhood looked cool. Surprisingly, for Mascot Horror, I thought that was going to be like another lame thing, but it wasn't actually. This Space Racer thing, I don't think I care about. Hell Let Loose is also something I don't care about. Lamau Alienware, overpriced. Another city sim builder I don't want. I don't want an F1 race manager game. Oh, Bloomtown is the thing Kyler's interested in. That could be cool. It depends on how... I wonder how they'll balance the horror / like farm simulator games in this Bloomtown thing. If it leans more into the horror and less into the farm sim, I'd be down. If it ends up just being Stardew Valley 2.0, but with scary, like, expansion pack, that will be boring. Another No Man's Sky clone. This Sand game, which is a Dune clone, which is also coming out. But these are both, like, MMOs, so I don't care. Alright, that is the review of this week. And all of our... reactions. I think this is the last, like, big, game announcement show of, like, at least the month. Personally, for my review of, what we're looking at, I think the worst one is probably Summer Games Fest. No, I think the worst one was... It's tough. They were all relatively okay. I think the best one was Xbox, and then followed by this one, and then Summer Games Fest, and then PlayStation. Well, no. They're all kind of on the same level. I don't know. All very okay. Xbox One slightly stood out for me a bit. This one had a lot more boring stuff mixed in, though, I guess, and was the longest, so I think I'll rate this one the lowest. This one's the lowest, then PlayStation, then Summer Games Fest, then the Xbox Showcase. I think that's the rating. Let me know what you guys are interested in from all the reactions and showcases we've done lately in the comments or in my Discord server. I'll be chatting there for the rest of the night if you guys want to talk about any of the other cool games you saw, or if you find out any other cool info from some of these games, like Bloomtown or whatever else was on this list that you've saw and thought might be cool. Feel free to chat about it in my Discord server. Link in the description below. Also, Nightbot's been posting it in the chat all night. I am probably going to call it a day for streaming now. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see any of my streams when any of these games come out later. I'll be checking some of them out on stream for sure. So subscribe and smash the bell button and all that good stuff for notifications on streams. No stream Monday, Tuesday as usual, because I just don't usually stream on those games. Or on those days. Might stream on Wednesday, I actually don't know. Well, I don't know what I would be streaming this week, honestly, if I stream on Wednesday. Then Chaos Child, Thursday, Friday, as usual, for the visual novel weekly games. So yeah, come check it out. That's the schedule for this week. Not sure what we'll do Wednesday, but Chaos Child Thursday, Friday. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the bell button for those. Drop a like on the stream if you can. I always appreciate it when you guys do that. And of course, have a good night. I will see you all the next stream. Bye, everyone.